Welcome to the Dungeon House, where a bunch of regular people with regular jobs gather to play Dungeons and Dragons. We aren't professionals, so if you hear food ASMR or a baby in the back, just understand it's normal. This show is recommended for those 13 and up. The music you'll hear is brought to you by William Heaton and various other artists. We're glad that you're here to share in the fun and laughter, as well as the challenges along the way. So come on into our home, take a seat on the couch, and enjoy the Dungeon House.
Hey, they couldn't hear us. I just turned on the thing. This is what I just turned on the mic. We weren't. Yeah.
As far as revenue is down.
What revenue? Putting down. We never.
Okay, our expenses are down. That's why revenue is. We have not made a single dollar.
Biological anthropology also includes evolution.
What kind of? This whole fun. I haven't made a single dollar.
Well, we've never really put that effort into advertising, to be honest.
Where we get to eat bugs, kind
Hey,
of
Tori,
weird, but these are dried.
Can we get a dollar from the one fan?
You'd like to
Okay.
try crickets?
That way we could made $1.
We need to make revenue. So then we can say our year over year revenue increased by 6,000.
Well, technically, and the explanation of bugs. Yeah.
Right.
Well, we're just kind of getting things wrapped back up. People are getting a little bit of food. We are starting a little later in the day than we did before because it's the same day, but we can't play at the same exact time. That would break this time-space continuum. So we are around 6:30 in the evening. The flight looks like it's going to be going pretty good. We might expect a little bit of turbulence here in about 20 minutes once we get to the first puzzle. But it should still even out after that. I think he was laughing at my dumb joke. He was happy. He liked the airplane pilot bit. As long as someone did. He could be our next biggest fan. Well, with that,
Oh, shout out to our my brother-in-law for graduating college. Lorenzo G.
they graduated.
Patrick Bunty.
Not graduated.
And I had to shout out him because I know he'd hate it knowing that.
Shout out to
We shouted.
Tori's brother and McKay's brother-in-law, and shout out to me by myself because
Or
Go
brother
Faye.
and McKay's brother-in-law are the same guy.
whatever.
He's also my cousin.
I've never
Come on.
seen those three people in the same room at once.
Wait, you, McKay, and your brother?
I've never seen my brother,
You-
McKay's brother-in-law, and Joy's cousin in the same room at the same time.
That's
And they do weirdly have
The
the
same-
same shirt.
Probably
Just one shirt.
They use the same musk, the same look. Strange detail.
Real quick. No. I don't want to get demonetized.
It's wrong to get demonetized.
She laughed at me.
He's
The mirror. Oh, he loves me. Yeah, that's cute.
He's gonna be so overtired. He missed his afternoon nap.
Same.
Poor baby.
Still.
I'm running on 15 brain cells.
What do you mean? I watched the three of you on the couch
What do
take a
you mean?
nap.
Did you see me taking a nap?
No, you're excused, Chase. But I was referring to
Everyone else.
everyone.
Oh,
I
it's
looked
Snail.
at it.
When you ate the cricket,
Yeah.
could you feel its eyes?
No.
It's just
Yes.
Could you feel its head?
Yes.
No.
It was all the same texture. All the way
Yeah.
down?
You just like you bite down, crunch, and it goes.
you don't even have to do that. Just once it's in your mouth.
So it's like a shrimp. You're eating the shrimp, but like all you can taste is just like
Crickets are just land shrimp.
No. On so many levels, no.
But yeah,
Hey, what did you-
No. Like,
yeah.
no. Crickets are like
Crickets.
krill in the ocean.
Okay,
Just like-
I'll take that.
Kind of.
What? Krill's just like a smaller shrimp. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
Gross.
It's
Never had-
imagine it's the scene from Nemo where the krill are swimming away, and you're the whale, and the cricket is the creel, and you just can't even just. Yeah.
I mean, if it tastes good.
So that's the D&D challenge: is to eat a cricket.
I guess that's what shrimp looks like. In honesty. Sometimes I forget shrimp.
Do you think Adelaide would eat a cricket? Could she handle eating a cricket?
No, I hope that never have to worry about it.
There's a cricket on a plate. Everyone must eat to pass.
That would be wild. And then everyone has to. We get out face crickets, and you'll have to pass them out. And if you don't do it,
I will preface. I don't like eating them.
yeah, they don't.
That's
Honestly,
weird.
They don't taste that good.
No.
But for those of you that do like eating crickets,
I'm judging.
More power
For
to you.
you.
I'll judge it.
Yeah.
Straight up.
It's just they don't have like. If
Just-
they say like it's like cool ranch flavor or like
It's cheesy ranch.
cheesy ranch flavor, where it really doesn't taste like cheesy ranch. It just tastes like dust. And if it tasted like cheesy ranch, we could.
my baby, don't play with cords. I can watch him. Chase, we can put him over here, and I can keep him fed around.
I wanted the baby.
Wants the baby. But anyway, Al doesn't want the baby anymore.
Legit, like out of the corner, like I just like huck him, and I was like, wait, what?
You thought that
We're
was
throwing babies now?
Is that how far we've come? Just throw a baby.
Good.
It's
Can
dangerous.
we play?
Lunchtime on the dungeon house.
Go ahead, Faith.
I don't know.
What did we do 3 hours ago?
I got you. All right. Last time we were floating down the river. We finally got everybody stabilized. We came across a dock and a boat that was booby trapped, so the boat had holes in it. And so we decided to make the pier. It's a pier. We decided to make the pier a boat. We floated down the river on our pier boat. And we took turns watching because we all needed a long rest. And we came across a temple. We investigated the temple, and stinking, what's his name, Vance, started shooting at us from the top of the temple. So we are entering the temple through the front door.
Because Vance was a jerk and had to be like, "Oh, you should do this. I would do it."
Do it. Well, he wouldn't do it because he just used the pulley system to get to the top. But he would want you to do it.
So dumb.
Anyways, enough said. As you guys run into the temple, entering in, it's very dark in here, as you probably could imagine. Let me put something up so that we can read it. What is this like?
I'm grouchy.
Sorry,
Good.
Sorry. My God,
Oh,
see,
Sam.
now I'm-
Yeah, right. Glad I'm not the only one.
That was the first time I did that.
I do it all the time.
I'm used to be
Don't
called.
worry, Joyce,
Used
I
to
can
be
remember.
called.
I'm used to being called Oak, Paige, Sage, Charity. Charity's weird.
I have 6 other names that I'm called frequently.
Yeah.
Make
Like that
8.
scene off of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. I've been called a lot of things. Like, hey dog, hey stupid, idiot. No, drop that. Don't touch that.
No, I've been called all my sister's names plus my aunt Erica. For some reason, my mom thinks of Erica when she sees me.
Huh.
Joy. Anyways, we can.
All right. So, entering into this space, you find yourself in a long, narrow chamber running east to west. As you look into this first little area with the light backlit behind you, you can see what looks to be in the center of a room, a domed compartment of some sort. That's kind of inlet into the floor. On the east and west wall, you see what looked to be small alcoves, protected also by kind of like these little archways, though it's not like an actual dome like set out in the middle. These others are kind of recessed.
I'm gonna go. Sorry to disturb. I'm gonna go put him in PJs and try to put him down for now. So I'll be back.
As you kind of approach this area and look at the display, each one of them looks to be a different diorama depicting kind of different elements of life of whoever this temple once was belonged to. Most everything has kind of like a fine layer of dust on it. These dioramas have little kind of miniatures, wooden and stone clay models made in them, kind of depicting what it looks like. The one in the middle, the central one, looks to be a hunting party of warriors, and you notice that they're dressed in feathered raiment, all about their body. And it's kind of along a mountainside scene in the background. It looks like someone pulled down a stag with the aid of a dog, and another group is cleaning a small mule deer. And others have cornered a panther with their spears. A scout watches the panther from an outcropping above. He holds a metal staff with a loop in its end. It looks kind of like a shepherd's crook. Like I said, on each wall, there's other dioramas depicting different scenes going on. In each of them, the figures are about 6 inches tall, and look like they've been made of, like I said, different materials, mostly wood or clay portions of them. Some of the scenes are fishing, farming, religion things, warfare, maybe what looks to be some sort of creation story, and crafting. On the back side of this room is what looks to be a large door. Smaller than the one that you just pushed in, but another stone door nonetheless. You do not see any handles on this door, though you do see hinges on this side, seeming that it open towards you.
Okay. Would I'm trying to ask if I should even attempt to make a roll to identify this god, because I don't know if Pinky would. It is the Rovine, so maybe. But if there's no chance that Pinky would know this god, then I don't even want to roll.
This doesn't seem to be depicting any sort of Rovine influence that you would know about.
Okay, good.
Just so you know, like this, from what you're gathering, this might be older than the Rovine itself.
Okay, cool.
As you've never really seen any cultures like that depicted, and other things in this
Right.
place.
Just really curious. Would Ren know? You don't have to say who it is because Ren's not here. But would Ren have any idea? Just because he's
More godlike. Why not?
No,
more,
it's just,
more godly.
he has like
He's
thing
got-
of full
he got-
gods, and he's
he
got
likes gods, you know.
Just curious.
As of right now, with more like investigation, maybe.
I just wanted to know if
He doesn't seem to really be noticing anything similar to anything right now. We'll wait and see. This is the little scout with the shepherd's crook. Let me get him.
He's cute.
He's really cute. He looks like that.
Cute.
So, just to clarify,
With the knife.
is this temple erected to a god? Right? We said that. And
You don't, but you would assume.
Mm.
I mean, it might be erected to something else. You can guess. It seemed to have at some point high cultural standing in whatever culture this used to be
okay.
in this valley.
Yeah, unless there's a clear indication of a god being involved, I think Opal wouldn't be too worried about it.
Yeah.
All right.
Before we continue onward, some of us may die throughout this experience. So I think we should have the tanks in the front and the fragile people like me in the back.
Can I say not it?
Yeah, I was about to say
It's not my turn.
someone already did die, and now we know it's bad. So
I am okay.
Well, Pinky has already flown over to one of the dioramas. She wants to see if
Are you looking at the middle one, or are you looking at the ones to the side?
the middle one.
So that's the one with like kind of hunting scene, but each one of them depicts like different things.
Right. Is there one that has a lot of cute little animals?
Let's see.
The farming one?
Yeah. So the farming one, as you look at, you can see what looks to be like 12 little commoner statues, and they're engaged in like different farming rituals. You can see them planting what looks to be maize and harvesting wheat. You see 5 what look to be little warriors standing guard, kind of to one of the sides, and in the next to the farmers, it looks to be one adorned in more of like a headdress, kind of more feathery details, a little bit nicer design. His helmet making more of like a bird mouth.
Okay.
It looks like he is both of his hands up. You would assume maybe in the process of blessing the field or something like that.
Pinky would like to check and see if anything negative would happen if she were to pick up one of the figurines.
Okay.
Is that
You just
investigation?
like what do you want to do? Just like a check for traps, investigation like that, or are you looking for any other means? Like, is there like a pressure plate underneath them?
She wants to pick one up, and she wants to know
Okay.
if it's safe to do so.
All right, you pick one up. Nothing happened.
Okay. She
Which one did you pick up, by the way?
she would probably pick up one of the soldier guard looking ones first.
Okay, perfect.
Nothing happens. She's gonna tuck it in her bag, and she's gonna. Were there animals in this?
No, not very
Okay.
many, really.
Okay. She's a little bit more cautious about the more detailed one. She's gonna poke it first.
Poke it.
Gonna pick it up.
All right, you pick it up.
Cool. She's gonna stick that in her bag too.
Steal?
can
They're good little toys. Those kids.
can
Just gonna start
Just you're,
grabbing the cutest of the figurines.
all right.
Not from the center one. She's leaving that one.
Moss
be.
is actually going to comment on that. He's just going to be like, "Are you stealing these, Pinky?"
no one else is using them. Anthropology me's going off like,
Okay.
Just so you know, the one that had the farming was to kind of your left side is in the middle.
Okay.
So there's like 7 in total, 1 in the center and 3 on both sides.
yeah.
Okay. What if I said I picked the 12 cutest little figurines from all of them?
Okay. We would do maybe like 5 of the kind of warrior guys.
Okay.
Because there's a good amount of those ones and a good amount of commoners. So 7 commoners.
So
Is it 5 warriors?
And those are in your bag, correct?
Yes, but I also picked up the fancy dude that was blessing the fields.
You also picked him up?
Yeah.
And you put him in his bag?
Yeah, put it in my bag.
Okay, perfect.
So 13.
So I would ask Pinky, like, did you notice any pattern before you picked those up? No? Okay.
No.
Okay. Well, Opal's just gonna try and piece together if there was a pattern or a key of how things were organized. Just any type of. I'm looking for if it is a
Maybe think
puzzle
about
to
that.
open the door.
That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah.
Because are there, like, the doors locked in front of us?
So are you trying to figure out
Towards us.
anything about the door? Like, do you want to do check on the door or check on these things? Because
I want to do a check on the dioramas to see if there's a pattern and
I was gonna say, I wanted to go check the door.
Okay.
Yeah, so Alia check the door, and then Opal will see if there's a general
Alright.
pattern to any. I'm looking for traps, triggers, and stuff like that for the door with the imagery.
Yeah. I'm assuming that Pinky, she's picking up the cutest ones. So like,
Yeah.
there's still a good amount that depicting the scene. So she hasn't completely destroyed.
Yeah, you've
that
like taken
canvas.
them from each scene.
Yes.
Must
Just the cuter one.
investigate with the liar.
Okay. I would like you one of you to make an investigation and check with the boat. Which
You got it, Alia.
One sec.
Granted, last time this happened, we broke a boat.
One sec. Apparently, I don't have internet, and so I gotta turn my internet back on.
no worries.
All right, Moss is making it then. Because I don't got patience. Advantage?
Yeah.
Patrick should have waited for a while. Investigation?
Yeah.
14.
That's good enough.
Okay.
So from what you can see, the door is carved to look like a sun symbol and appears to open into the room. With the hinges on this side and
Our room.
into your room, and there's scratches on the floor, so you can see that this has been used. Maybe not in any time recent, but it's been used before.
So you said there was a sun what?
Like a
Yes.
depiction of a sun symbol on it. Very similar to what you saw in kind of like the little warrior's chest. There are no visible locks or handles on this door, although a slight gap stretches across the top of the door, and 8 holes seem to have been bored into the door. They're about an inch in diameter, but you can't see anything in them. They're just a black hole. The door seems to be fairly thick. On top of the door, the lintel, which is what it's called, is arched with a keystone at the top. So, little arched doorway opens into you, but there's no handles except 8 holes.
8 holes.
8 holes. Interesting.
I'm just. I'm not looking at you guys are.
We explain it as we're finding it.
Yeah. I want to go look
How
at.
many figurines were there?
There were 12. I want to go look at the figurines and see how many
figurine C.
of them had
There's more.
the sun symbol on
There's
them.
lots of figurines.
That's a good question. While you're over here, you did an investigation. Does anyone want to do a perception check on the door?
I can do the perception if you're okay with that. You okay with that,
Yeah.
Kyle?
Just with advantage.
Yeah, just
Since we're both over there.
sure. That's fine.
Are you okay with that, Chase?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, would you get me a cookie?
Which one?
Yours.
Oh, mine.
I
Yes,
want to
well,
taste your tasty ones.
They're
And
on the table.
perception, you said, correct?
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I think a little more so.
Thanks for the advantage.
19.
19. No, same thing.
I don't know anything.
Thank you. Oh, these are chunky.
Yeah.
Like anything like
The things that I described are what you notice already. You don't gain any more insight.
Okay.
While looking at this door.
So I know I kind of missed this. So there was figurine scenes, and now we're to a door with.
So it's in the same area.
Okay.
Like you entered in, the doors open behind you, and you came to another door that seems to be blocked, not letting you come through.
And
It
there's
opens towards you, but there's no handle to pull.
and there's 8 things up above us, right? 8
There's
slots.
8 holes in the door, and there's 7 scenes depicted. 6 on 3 on one wall, 3 on another, and 1 in the center.
Center.
Like kind of a dais thing.
Yeah. So I do want to go look at and see, like in each scene, how many of the characters had the sun symbol on them.
The only one that you notice to have the sun symbol is the one that has the knife and the shepherd's crook.
And that's the only one in the bunch of all figures, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Opal's.
It's like
gonna
on his
just-
chest.
Opal's not gonna do check.
Um,
I don't think I need to anymore because he kind of explained everything.
if you still want to do a check, you can.
See what else you can glean.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else that you'd like to learn about these?
I just wanted to see if they were connected to the door, which now it looks like they are.
I mean,
Yeah.
you think so? Like when you're looking at it, I would say both you and Alia are like, oh, hey, look at that.
Mm-hmm. Hey.
How high are they? Like, could we reach into the hole?
The holes are like 1, 2, 3, 4, so they're just right there.
And there's no marking by the holes, right?
As you kind of go back over and look, you don't see any like scratches next to the holes.
No symbols, no anything like that. Okay.
Nope.
So, I've been thinking, isn't it weird that Vance or whoever these people really are, they're like, it seems like they're wanting us to follow them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking that they might just want us to explore the temple for them. Maybe there's something in here that they want and they don't want to get, so they got us to get it.
Oh, that's a good point too.
I
It's
mean,
a good trick.
Mm-hmm.
you would know tricks better than anyone.
Yes. Good. Delicious.
But first time
Um,
making it.
So it might be wise of us to think about the possibility of them keeping an eye on us throughout this whole temple, and who knows what they might try to.
So do we have one person kind of always looking behind us in the room behind us?
Maybe.
I mean, we can set up booby traps. We can set up our own traps. Try and
Maybe Ren, if he'd be willing to keep an eye out.
I can do that.
Good use for Ren. Okay.
He has a passive perception of 17, apparently, so we'll just keep him.
Well, then that would work.
Yeah, he's just on watch. So,
Yeah.
bless you.
we have
I'm gonna stick my hand in one of the holes.
It's like inch size.
Oh, okay,
You
never
can
mind.
get only a finger.
Oh, I don't like sticking fingers in. Like a hand, fine. Finger, no.
I mean, wouldn't you rather lose a finger than a hand? If that's what it causes.
How big are Pinky's hands?
I feel like Pinky's hands are like you could probably get like that much into it, like maybe like that finger. You know, you can get all 4 fingers, but probably once you get to your wrist, it's a little too big. Do you stick your finger in?
No concept for
No.
Mom
doing
like the
foot
force
tall.
his finger in it.
Okay.
Actually, so of the dolls we picked up, can the dolls fit inside the holes, or are my dimensions off?
No. So the
Okay.
dolls, they're like 6 inches tall, and they're kind of a little bit wider at the base.
Oh, they're 6 inches tall?
Yeah, they're kind of bigger.
And people already did an investigation check, and there's nothing else in the room that we're noticing.
If you want me to, I can kind of describe the scenes that you see a little better. So the first one, the one that is first to your left, is a river scene where you see kind of a dozen commoners gathering rushes, fishing with nets, and carving out like a dugout house. The next one was the one that you saw earlier. That was the farming one. The third one on the left side, closest to the door, portrays a temple of a tiered pyramid, kind of similar to this one. 7 commoners are bringing small offerings of gold and jade. And before the temple stands, like one of those other cult guys that was kind of worshiping over the crops. And he has in his hand what looks to be a little snake. Around him, kind of in almost kind of like they're guarding him, are 3 tribal warriors. One dressed as like a serpent with wings. One and holds a spear. The other dressed as what looks to be a bear, and he has kind of like pretty pronounced claws. And the third looks like a coyote holding a torch. And there are also several stone statues of what look to be different gods, though none of these look familiar to you. They're more like animalistic gods, each of them bearing more the likeness of like a bear or an eagle or something along those lines.
Do any of the wait a second? Is there a skinwalker vibe going on that these warriors are turning into the gods? Or is it more like the warriors are mimicking the gods?
Hard to tell. It's a 6-inch figurine that's kind of simply designed, so
Okay, that's right.
you can assume either way. I can't tell you whether or not.
And there's no writing anywhere that we can see.
I don't think so. On the other side, though, continuing on, the closest to the beginning on the right portrays what looks to be warfare between like 20 little warriors, like in middle of combat. You see them like stabbing each other. One of them's like impaled on the ground. Other ones are like you see one with like missing arms, but they're like little dolls, so it doesn't look that terrible. The 10 on one side are painted black, while the 10 on the other ones are painted red. The next one is what looks to be depicting maybe what you can assume to be like the creation of the world. All the statues are kind of stylized and obviously non-human, kind of like the other gods you saw over on the other side. One of the gods adorned with what looks to be green feathers is mixing ashes with blood to form structures of a man and a woman, while 4 towering figures painted red, black, blue, and white are standing around a campfire committing suicide with their daggers. Yeah. 2 smaller figures are
What is it in Japanese?
hurdy-gurdy, I think, where they like
It's like
I can't remember.
Boku or something like that.
Yeah, like you can see like each of them have like a dagger into their. I love when I read something that's like
You weren't expecting.
and what I wasn't expecting. 2 smaller figures are ringed by the 4. There's one that you kind of would describe as being pimply, because he has like what looks to be almost like growths on him, is being consumed by the fire, while the other one that looks like to be like has a shell of a snail on his back is cowering in fear. The last scene shows various forms of crafting where a bunch of about 12 common folk are busy with weaving baskets and rugs, carving totems, making pots, grinding stones for weapons, and making clothes. That's all of them. Besides the hunting one that was in the middle.
So in total, there's 7 depictions. So
Yes.
7 scenes.
Wait, 7 scenes,
And
8 holes.
Yes.
you only saw one of them with a sun symbol on it, which was the one with kind of like the shepherd's crook and the dagger.
But
And
the
none of the
figurines
figurines
don't fit into the hole.
No.
Can I, Alia, look at the figurines and see if any pieces of the figurines look like they might detach, or there might be like a key or
Yeah.
or something to that end.
So you go over to the one with the sun statue as you pick it up, and everyone starts kind of looking at the various dioramas. None of them kind of have weapons that detach, except for the one with the shepherd's crook. The shepherd's crook comes out the hand.
Does the shepherd's crook fit into the hole? Dimension.
It would, dimensional wise.
Start sticking.
Alia's gonna go over and she's going to try and put the shepherd's hook in one of the holes.
Yeah. What do you do with the figurine when you're done with it? Did you just like? Does that make sense? Like you take it from it? Is it still on the?
I think Alia would have it in hand.
Okay.
She would just walk over and
All right, sounds good. As you methodically place it in each of the holes, you go in about an inch and it hits, hits. From what you can tell, it's not really like a deep hole. and you try all 8 of them, and there's no like you kind of swirl around in there. There's no locks. Make another perception check now that you're over by the door again.
And nothing.
Unnatural 20.
Perfect. With that, as you're kind of looking at it, you look up because you've tried all these ones. At that keystone up above in the middle of the arch, you see what looks to be a small little opening. It's about 10 feet high in the air, and it's about that big. Looking at it, it looks about the right size for the crook end to fit in.
Like a key.
Baren, here.
Okay.
Get down.
Moss is gonna be like, Pinky can fly.
Pinky's going to appear beside you.
Have
Just
fun,
smile.
or just let him have his moment. Baron, you got this.
No, give it to Pinky.
I guess. Here, Pinky.
Pinky
and-
takes it.
She would point out the.
Even if I would have gone on the ground, I don't think you could have jumped high enough to get up.
I was gonna have you lift me up.
Oh.
You
Elias like 5'8". Baron's 6 foot something.
You're made out of metal, though.
I was
Well, I don't know how much.
Yeah, that's
Elia doesn't like.
You don't. You don't know how much you weigh.
That's true.
You never ask a woman either. That's you
And
don't do.
And Elia doesn't know. Elia
Yeah.
in her mind
In her
still
mind,
weighs.
Everyone's awkwardly looking at Alia like, during this phase, your body goes through changes. With weight gain.
Pinky puts the key in and she
As you turn it,
fiddles it around.
you feel it slide in perfectly. As you twist it, you hear it go. With that, the doors right here in front of you swing open. The ones for the front of the temple swing closed.
Oh no.
Oh, figured. That's why I was gonna say, I'm like, what if we like put like a boulder there or something?
Mm-hmm.
I thought about that.
Now we're in it.
The door, as the back door closes, it plunges this whole entire area in darkness as you guys kind of get your lights out. That is where you're at.
Elia would cast the dancing lights.
Perfect.
I can cast light
I have
On yeah, he has a torch. I have a bit of a rock.
light on my
my
axe.
torch on tonight.
I think Pinky has her from the necklace in.
And Elia would just send orbs into the next room.
Yeah. As you send orbs, it looks like this path continues on for about 20 more feet and then hits a hard left after that. Are you keeping the figure with you? Or what are you going to do with it?
Yeah, well, I'll take a fig.
You put it in your bag. Okay. Sounds good. All right. As you guys come through this next little opening, what's the marching order?
Moss is second to last.
I can take a fronter position or the front, whatever works. Seems like Elia's lights were going in the front.
Yeah, so I think Elia would probably be in the front. She would be super cautious though, looking for traps, anything that.
Ren should go in the front.
He can do a perception check.
Yeah.
To see if he notices anything.
Let's do Ren,
Baren,
Baren, Elia.
Opal.
Pinky's just kind of flying above everybody's head.
Yeah, if it's high enough, yeah. Pinky's just kind of everywhere.
Pinky doesn't like to pick a place. She likes to be everywhere.
That's fair.
So he got an unnatural 20
Good job, Ren.
for Ren for check as you going forward. So as you make that corner, you go about 50 more feet down the hallway. It's about, from what you can tell, 10 feet wide. As you come through this hallway, it's very interesting. The stone walls of this corridor are carved to resemble a stack of bamboo-like logs. The passage kind of slopes down from a single door on its western leg. Western being the this side to your left right now as you're kind of going down this one. The lintel
How much would that statue
Oh wait,
weigh?
no, that's the one that you came from. Go ahead.
How much was that statue weigh?
It probably weighs about 0.5 pounds. It's not very heavy. Those, a lot of the ones that you have, like you have like 12 of them.
Yeah.
That's a lot of space in your backpack, just so you know.
Right. What if I just for the weight thing? I would have picked up the wooden ones
Okay,
instead of the clay ones,
Alright. That's fine.
just for the weight thing.
All right. So with that, the kind of passageway that you're coming from, as you're coming into this, it looks like to be stylized behind you like a cave. The on the other side of kind of these bamboo stacks of wood, you can see another door ahead of you that looks to be resembling a forest of seaweed. Seaweed. As it kind of dips down.
And was the second depiction of like something with the sea? Wasn't one of the things with the sea?
There's the
like,
river,
the river.
fishing.
Was that number 2?
That
That is the first
that was the first one, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it was the first one.
Okay.
first room.
As you guys are starting to kind of go between these logs, Ren stops you. Says, "Wait, this floor right here, I think it's pressure plated.
The whole floor?
About where me and Alia are standing. It hasn't gone off yet, but this right here is looks like, from the looks of it, I can see when we stepped on it, it went down just a little bit.
This is bad.
Pinky is going to look around to see what might be triggered.
Well, I was gonna say, Eli's gonna bring
Like-
all the lights that she has close.
Like, are there like holes or something gonna shoot out of this? Something gonna slice? Like,
Sure.
is there anything?
Disarm.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Take a check.
Investigation. If it's an investigation, it's a 9.
9. Hard to tell. She doesn't have to be the only one that does a check, just so you know.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, well, I wanted the light to do that too, but
Marcel's gonna ask Baren or Ren, be like, "Hey,
here's investigation.
how much weight do you think the pressure plate supports?"
I have no idea. I can just tell that's going down with each person, so we'd probably be best to not put as much weight as possible.
Because I'm wondering.
From what I can tell, right in front of that door up ahead, it doesn't look like it's pressure plated. It's just like this section that's kind of sloped down right here.
13 is what I got.
13. From what you can see, there's like a little bit of a crack between some of these bamboo logs. It's hard to tell like maybe what would happen, but from what you can tell, these logs don't seem like they're like a full-on part of the wall. There's like they're detached members.
That was nice knowing you, Ren.
Oh, you're saying to have me go up first?
So we're standing on the pressure plate, right?
2 of you are.
Are there holes in the wall? Or I guess you must just make like a perception check to see like if there's holes that things might shoot out of, if a boulder's gonna show up.
From what you can see, the same. It's kind of the same thing that Alia saw. It's just slits between the logs. Maybe looking like the logs aren't like the same part of the wall.
Oh yeah, something's gonna come out of the wall.
Maybe you guys should just step back off the pressure plate.
They
Wait,
take a step.
before they do that, Moss wants to make sure he's not in front of those slits. Is anyone in front of the slits?
You're all going kind of back up far enough to where it's not a concern.
Okay.
All right. So everyone backs up. They step off the pressure plates. Nothing happens.
Okay. If it's a matter of
Besides the pressure plate, you see kind of rise just ever so slightly.
if it's a matter of pressure plate, what if we have everyone go across one at a time? Too much. Not too much pressure.
And there's no way around it, right?
I mean, it's just the floor of the hallway for about what looks to be 15 feet.
Yeah, I guess we could just have
Yes.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go one at a time.
One at a time.
Who's going first?
Kiki will go first.
Think you'll fly over it. Nice. You make it across. All right. Could I get a glass of Dr. Pepper as well?
I think it was Ren that was the next line of Ren Alia.
Yeah,
Or
Ren.
Baren.
Ren will walk across. As he gets halfway across, nothing happens. He keeps walking to the other side.
Does it reset every time? Like,
Yeah, it kind of comes up once he gets across.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Baren, as you step onto the pressure plate, you feel it kind of sink down just a little bit, but as you continue across, nothing happens.
Moss will go.
Moss, same thing.
Opal will slowly get on.
Opal, before you go, your armor is quite heavy.
Yes.
I wonder if is it how far is the
Make a history check.
How far? Not far.
we got a 11.
So both Ren and Alia were standing on it together at one point. Alia being in her new form. We don't know how much that is, but she probably weighs around the same as Opal.
You-
No, she's made out of really light
Your
metal,
armor's
and
bundled
you're
up.
awesome and like super tanky.
Yeah, just wanted to.
So am I.
Moss is like, okay,
If you're worried about it, you could just run really quick.
I don't know if that's the right decision, but okay.
But to push more pressure because you push down pretty hard when you're running.
Yeah. All right.
Go for it.
Just go.
Are you going to run?
Is it just these two that are left?
Alia.
Alia.
It's not crossed yet.
Adelaide. Yeah.
Do y'all want to go at the same time?
No.
Is it a teeter totter?
No, it's like just a little part of the floor kind of sinks down, and it sank down, and Ren noticed that it was going down a little bit.
Trigger it by having too many people on it.
Nice slits in the wall, and again, that's something possibly could come out.
You get us.
Get us slowed down.
You going across? Right. You step onto the pressure plate. Nothing happens.
I will keep walking.
You keep walking. You make it across.
Sorry, I was a bit paranoid.
Is Pablo really heavy?
Obviously, in their full armor, right?
It's Adelaide's back.
Yeah, they're really full of.
Yeah, but he is 100% lean muscle. Muscle's heavier than anything else, even steel. His muscle is at least.
His muscle is steel. It's vibranium.
Does anyone have? No, I'm just gonna stop. Does anyone have like a levitate spell or a make lighter spell?
I have a teleport though.
Does anyone have a way to disarm a trap? Pinky, do you have a way to disarm a trap?
If I knew where to disarm it,
Well, why don't you try the pressure plate?
what? Just try doing what? How do you disarm a pressure plate?
No, remove. Try to remove.
Is the whole floor like 15 feet?
Maybe.
You want Pinky
Can
to
Pinky do an investigation check to see if she can disarm this stupid trap?
I mean, I will mention that you have had almost all your party except 3 cross it.
Yeah, we should.
Yes,
have
that's it.
Exactly. I was
All right, let's go.
okay. Who's next?
go. And then I will go.
As you go across, you make it.
I'll go. And now I'll go.
You make it. Everyone makes it.
All right.
Let's just say that. You make
Even Pablo?
even Pablo. As he steps onto it, it sinks just a little lower than you'd expect for someone not in armor. He gets a little self-conscious.
Because he's holding stuff.
It's because he's pure muscle.
Exactly, he is.
So we make it to the next door, right?
This one seems to be able that has handles, not too hard to open.
Is there another depiction on this one?
This one is the seaweed depiction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the one that you just put.
Now we're going.
No, we're going.
Do we just open the door?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So as you open up this room, you notice first thing is its shape. It's kind of shaped kind of like a stop sign. Octagonal. I think is the correct way to say it. The room is constructed in its walls of large stone blocks and buttresses in the corners. The walls, butts. That's the octagonal thing. The walls are wet and slimy, and mud covers most of the floor in a thin coating. To the east and west, there, you can see what may be like stone doors recessed into the wall, and on the north, a set of stairs leads down. In the center of the chamber sits a large polished boulder amid a pile of smaller rounded rocks. The boulder is about 5 feet tall and colored brown with thick streaks and spots. Leaning against it appears to be a bamboo staff. In the mud around the base of the boulder is a moving shape. As you look at it, looks kind of like what looks to be a crayfish. You know, kind of like a crawdad looking thing. As soon as you open the door, it stops circling the boulder and kind of faces you and seems to be aware of your presence.
You said it was a large crayfish?
Yeah. Specifically giant.
Oh,
So this is a big old.
Let me get the step on. Sorry.
that's it's like it sounded I thought it was like, all right.
He's just a whittle guy.
Quick
It's
little
like a
thing.
big old like.
Let me get him up.
This went from like,
And there's 2 doors on the side and stairs going down.
Yeah, he is a large beast, so he's big.
okay, but not a huge beast.
Not huge, but
Hey.
large.
He's a beast though, and you've officially seen him now.
You have.
I would like to become the fish.
As druids,
You
you
cannot
have to be
quite
able to
see that because he has a swim speed. I think you can't quite
Right.
become those.
But
yet.
now you can become that.
Oh, that's cool.
Write it down somewhere.
I will remember this forever.
As it turns to you, it starts speaking.
What language?
It says, "Oi, gergomboch." It's kind of gravelly too. Like it kind of opens up its mouth. And it's like, you know how crayfish have kind of like the
Ew.
tentacles in there, like thin.
What
Language was that?
Yappies.
It was Yappies, but the actual language, I don't think is known to anyone here.
Everyone speak.
What languages does everyone know?
Common,
No, it's what's it? Non-Druidic?
common, gnomish, thief,
No.
Judaic.
Polish. Thieves can't. Speaking of
Yeah. It's like doing hand game signs.
I speak celestial,
Speak it.
common, draconic,
She has the best one.
dwarvish, elvish, gnomish, and halfling.
None of those.
He's speaking gnomish, but just like with the list.
Yeah. Kind of though, honestly, it's a little bit like that.
Does anyone know any
As
spells that
he
can help
as he
us?
kind of talks, it sounds like he's kind of angry.
He's angry.
As it like
Oh no.
and he grabs the staff and kind of like is like and it's like one of his big claws.
Wait,
He's like, oh, okay.
He grabs a staff.
Yeah.
Case. Can I take a second and just chill and start my ritual of comprehend language?
Sure.
It'll just take me a minute.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be happy with your presence in here. But as long as like you haven't stepped onto the mud, he doesn't seem to be like
Yeah.
super.
Opal is
We
going
will-
to put her hands up.
He's like standing like.
Yeah. Opal's just gonna put her hands up and sit down, not in the mud, but sit down where she's at and start to do her ritual.
What are you doing, Opal?
I'm trying to understand what he's saying.
How long will that take?
Give me 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
I think. I don't know. I haven't looked it up.
We're just like sitting for 10 minutes just watching.
I don't know if this guy's gonna wait 10 minutes.
Boss is gonna begin trying to bond with the crawdad.
Oh, you're gonna start dates?
Wait, we did that joke last session. Wait.
Here's what it's gonna do.
Wait, how long does it take me to do it? 'Cause it's a ritual.
I would like you to do
It's 11
maybe an animal
minutes.
handling check, Moss,
Yes.
to kind of understand.
11 minutes.
11. Alright, just give me 11 minutes.
Okay. Moss isn't doing too bad. Moss got a 19.
19. From what you can understand, he's trying to say, like, you can't understand what he's saying, but he's like basically shooing you away, like get, and with his gestures and stuff like that, and his aggressive positioning. He hasn't like gone on to the offensive yet, but he definitely doesn't want you there. So keep that in mind if Opal's going to be casting a spell for.
So Opal,
Mhm.
once you cast a spell, how long can you how long can you use it for?
I can understand for an hour.
So what we could do is leave the room. You sit down and cast it, and then re-enter the room when we can understand it.
Okay, let's do that.
How far back into the other hallway do you go?
Not.
Not on the pressure point.
Okay. You like go back through, stand there. He's like, I can still see you through the door. You like crack it so you can still watch him.
Enough that Opal can like perform her ritual
Okay.
without us aggravating.
Perfect. Not too long after you finally get it.
11 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was 10 minutes.
Okay.
Opal
It's 10 plus the.
I'll
Oh,
walk him
casting
again, but still not touch his area.
As you open up the door, he what seemed to be kind of swimming back around through the mud. As you open it up, he kind of comes up, and now you completely understand like it's common. He's like, "What the heck? I told you to leave. Why are you back here?"
I can understand you now, and I sincerely apologize for crossing into your home.
Oh, that makes so much more sense. You seemed like you couldn't understand a word I was saying. Look, lady, you better leave. You better go now. I don't know who you are, and I don't know who dares to come into the chamber of the guardian unannounced and unwelcome, but you'd better go. Or I'm going to have to discharge my sacred duty. Be off with you before I lose my temper.
I completely understand, and I sincerely apologize as another respected guardian of sorts as well. Completely respect, and we will leave immediately. Like, we're trying to handle another issue that apparently has led us to your sanctuary, and we again sincerely apologize. But there's some other people have invaded your temple that we're trying to remove as well. So once that is completed, we'll leave entirely and no longer come to this place. So we wanted you to be aware that there's some other people wreaking havoc in your temple.
Make a persuasion check.
With advantage? I was telling the truth. I've also been.
Doesn't mean that you're persuasive, though. The truth is not always the persuasive thing to say.
It's a 17.
No, that seems pretty good.
Sure.
He's like, there's other people here?
Yeah.
Man, I haven't seen anything in like 5,000 years, and finally people decide to show up? Freak.
What's he saying, Opal?
Give me a second.
Look, lady, I have a job to do. No one gets past the guardian. I can't let you in here. That's just what it is. As soon as you step on this mud, he's gonna wake up. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that to him. I don't want to do that to you.
Yeah, we don't want to do that either. Completely understand.
But you're gonna do it. I can see it in your eyes.
No.
Come on. Really?
I respect you and your duties, and I will honor them.
This guy, this lady.
Why do you just look at me?
As he like looks at Baren as lady. Baron's just like,
Do I need my knife?
"Oh, what's going on? We need some answers."
All y'all calm down. Everything's fine. He's chill. Here.
Look.
Let's start off on the right foot, because we don't want to, cause any
Sure.
havoc. We don't want to make your life any harder,
I mean, it's been pretty awesome for a long time.
and we want to keep it that way.
I love this mud. It's my
Good.
home.
Good, and we don't want to touch it because you've made it perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah, it looks really nice. You've taken really good care of it.
It's nice to be recognized then. Somehow. Thank you.
You do a really good job. So all of my comrades do not want to disturb that or disrupt your process because it's a wonderful process.
Yeah.
So, what's your name?
My name. You actually did that.
How do we get past you?
What's really funny is all we're hearing, like we're hearing Faith's side of this, and then all we're hearing is. Anyway, you have a lovely home.
That's awesome. No, that is a good name. His name is Pish-ba-ba.
Pish-ba-ba.
Yeah, Pish-ba-ba.
Pish-ba-ba. Okay, does that ring a bell?
No. The great Pish-ba-ba? He seemed a little offended.
Opal's like, do I know you?
You did say that to him.
Of course not. Okay.
Oh, it's Pish-ba-ba. I've heard so much about you.
Okay. Anyway, Pish-ba-ba. That's a wonderful name.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It's family name.
Great. That's so wonderful. I have a family name as well. My name's Opal.
Oh, that's an interesting name.
Yeah.
I've never heard one that you only have like 2 syllables.
Yeah, it's basic. Yes, I should.
You know what means I outrank you.
Yeah. So that's why we should respect you more, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Pish-ba-ba.
Which
You
needs-
are the father.
Which needs someone with who has a name with more syllables, and then we outrank this problem.
Nikki, Zinnia, Azalea. How we got one?
Okay. All right. So you said you are a guardian, and we don't want to disrupt whom?
Oh, I'm not the guardian.
Yeah. We
I
don't
just
wanna
make sure the guardian
disrupt-
doesn't wake up.
Okay. So whom is the guardian?
Oh, he's right here. And he like gestures toward the nice boulder.
The boulder. Okay. Okay. What's their name?
Oh, his name? Kayaka
Kayaka.
Mayaka Ma.
Okay. May I call him Kayaka?
No, that's very offensive.
Okay. That's why I asked. So I'll say the whole name each
Yeah,
time.
it's a good thing he wasn't here to hear that.
Yeah.
At least he's...
I think the boulder is his pet.
I think you're on
Been
something
here a
there.
long time.
I think you're assuming. Stop. Okay. So I will say his full title. Okay. Yeah. I apologize for my ignorance. That's why we ask.
I don't even remember what I called him now. Make sure it's longer than Pish-ba-ba. Is that awesome?
Okay.
This, the line of, that means I outrank you, right? Is my favorite thing so far. And then also, Kiki's like, anyway, it was really funny. That's really funny.
You know that means I
You're
outrank
not,
you, right?
sorry. That means
It's like your Fortnite, like your level in Call of Duty. Dude, I hit prestige.
Okay. So, in order for us to establish the infestation of villainous intruders in this sanctuary,
Sure.
we need to advance. But we want to do it in the correct way and in the most respectful way. So, can you help us understand the layout of this temple? As what is the best way to reach the top?
Ooh, that's a hard question. Well, I've only been in this room, for
5,000 years.
it's been a while, guys. I don't get out very much.
That's okay.
I don't really know. Kylie Aka Kai Ma. He's been here a lot longer than me. And honestly, he's kind of your guy if you want to actually get through here.
Okay.
Do you want me to wake him up?
Will that make him angry and attack us?
We can see.
Can you talk to him first, and we'll leave the room?
Oh,
and you...
he's asleep right now. I don't want to wake him up unless you're here. He'll probably eat me if I wake come up without.
Yo, I totally imagine that he probably just accidentally bites one every once in a while.
Why would they? This is just side comment. Yeah.
Be here.
20 bucks you might
Does
get
he
that.
speak the same language as you? Can I talk to
Oh
him?
yeah, we're all speaking the same language here. Not these guys. I don't know what they're saying.
That's okay. As long as
pretty
I can
gibberish
understand
to
what
me.
he's saying, so I don't, further offend.
You're good.
'Kay.
That makes sense.
Okay, you can wake him up, but
Yeah.
as long as we both explain, like, we're not here to destroy or offend or anything. We're just trying to remove a villainous pest that has caused us harm and other people across the land harm. We're trying to do the greater good.
Okay. All right.
Opal, who's he waking up?
While he's doing that, can I catch them up?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. You're waking him up. Okay. What's his name again? Pish-ba-ba.
Pish-ba-ba.
Pish-ba-ba. Okay. The big old crawdad's name is Pish-ba-ba. He's super cool, just super tick. So he is in charge of the guardian, and the guardian is the boulder. The boulder's name is
Alilaka.
Kailaka
La
Kaila
Ma.
Ma. And you have to say the whole thing or else that is offensive. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna continue speaking with them and see if we can advance into the temple and go the right direction. Do not touch the mud. You will tick them off.
Is there anywhere that's not covered in mud?
No, the whole
Okay.
floor. It's like leaking out of the walls in
Yeah.
here.
Opal, the ability to shape the earth. That could just shape the mud.
Do not touch the mud.
But I'm not touching it, I'm shaping it.
You are touching the mud.
I'm not touching it.
I'm not touching it with my physical body. No.
Wait, so this pitch guy, he's going to wake up the guardian,
And I'm going to speak with him.
and we don't think that that's a bad idea.
Was hesitant, and I spoke with Pish-ba-ba, and he explained 50-50 chance. Could be ticked. Or he could be, well, let me help you.
I mean, I don't have an idea at all. So
Well,
I mean, we could try
What is
moving
that?
the earth with Moss's idea.
You
mean-
know what? Okay.
What's he gonna do if we step on the mud?
He could eat you. He could rip you in half. He
Who could eat us? The Pish-ba-ba dude?
both. Pish-ba-ba and blah, 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 blah.
where's butter?
Listen,
I heard that.
no, you know what I mean.
So as you kind of are talking, you see that Pish-ba-ba has kind of gone to the center of the room with this large stone, and he's like, kind of like tapping it, listening, tapping. And all of a sudden, he just takes the staff and just starts whacking on it and says, "Hey, wake up!"
Hey, Pish-ba-ba.
No, this is the only way. Trust me. He only reacts to violence. He starts beating harder.
He reacts to violence.
I mean what I said. And then as he kind of like
The mud?
We're gonna die.
turns back to you and says that, you see like the boulder shake and tremble as it kind of starts rising out of the ground, and kind of some of the smaller boulders start moving. You see what looks to be a huge hermit crab stand up out of the mud, kind of shake itself off, shake off some of the mud that's kind of coated its bottom. And as he kind of shakes off, he goes, and all you hear is,
I think we made him mad.
and Opal, you hear, dude, it is like so early.
Like getting up to the party, it's like Moss is like,
I'm getting like my dagger or whip ready. Like I'm getting.
I'm here, let's go, guys.
Dude,
You better
I'm
get my
in
check.
shower getting you are invite people over.
Okay. Opal is just gonna get down on and just say his name and apologize. Like, we are sorry for disturbing you. Completely apologize for the inconvenience and lack of notice.
Don't worry, you can just call me Kiki.
Okay, that's like, Opal's like, I'm so sorry. So Moss and everyone is like, It's about to get real.
If you guys hear like just call me Kiki, you hear
Boss would like to cast a troll flip.
No.
I hear die. I heard die.
Boss is like, are we gonna die?
Okay. Opal will ask if she can say okay. May I stand and explain to you the situation, Kiki?
oh yeah, sure.
Okay. I will
Like-
stand and just gesture like calm down.
Pish-ba-ba, what's been going on, man? It's been a while. He like is like so full on like attention, like saluting Kalilaka La Ma Kiki. He's like he says Kalilaka La Ma. These outsiders have entered the temple and are trying to seek refuge inside and or trying to destroy menace that has already found their way inside. What should we do? It's like, oh, probably let him through then. He's like, just like that? It's like, I mean, I think so. I mean, I've never really had to do this before. Yeah, do you say anything?
Just like we would sincerely appreciate the assistance with addressing a vermin that's invaded your temple.
Okay.
So we
What's
also.
your name?
My name is Opal. Thank you for.
Sick.
I guess some slugs.
Love this here for Chad.
He's like looking at your armor. He's like, that's a nice shell. Had this one for a while. So, anyway, I can't let you touch the mud. We have a whole thing.
Yeah.
It's sacred.
Okay. I understand that, and thank you for explaining more in detail because you've done a wonderful job keeping.
It's just this mud in this room, though.
Okay, just this much. Okay.
You know, this mud is blessed.
Okay.
If you were to touch it, you might die.
Okay. So great. Are
But if you
there-
touch other mud, you might die too. I don't know. I've never been in any other room in this place.
Okay.
I was brought in here when I was like, I can't fit out there.
You don't get out. Do you?
Okay. Do you recall other beings being brought in here with you?
Long time ago. Dude.
Long time.
It's been like ages. I haven't seen anyone in forever. This is gonna have a little bit of extra, you know. He like kind of like leans over. Pish-ba-ba can stare. He's this guy. Hate him.
Yeah, he's like,
Pish-ba-ba, like you see like a little tear on his throat.
She's trying to make him his best friend for the last 5,000. Are we fighting or what?
Okay,
Opal
I'll tell you what.
for a second.
if you need to go anywhere, how about this? You guys just jump on my shell. Don't have to touch the mud. I'll let you through.
Okay.
But you gotta promise me thing. Once you get rid of these guys, come back here and maybe bring us like some meat. We haven't had food for a while. How much deal?
Do you have a preference?
Human.
What about
That's what the other
How
people
many
did.
humans in this party?
What?
Like just humanoid. It doesn't matter.
you're not.
Life safe.
Are you human?
Am I?
Humanoid. Anything like on 2 legs. Pretty tasty.
Wait, what do you mean the other people did?
Like the people before you guys.
They're the people that heroes. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
You're with the same people. You look different, but I know you all look kind of the same.
what about Venice?
Venice?
Yes.
Like the city?
Venison?
Venison.
Venison?
Venison? Gamey.
What about chicken?
Bland, basic.
Yes.
Talking
Turkey?
about food.
Ven-
Pull out for cupcakes.
Venison?
I got steak.
Looks kind of like a shell.
Opal!
Well, the best is we have no idea what Opal's talking about.
He's got steak?
Well,
We were naming off some food.
Steak?
What do we need food for?
What if we provide you some food now?
Oh, sick. That's a great deal. I love that.
Do you want it cooked or raw?
Raw.
Okay.
course. Hey, hook up my buddy Pish-ba-ba. He's been hungry too.
Okay.
I treat my friends nice.
Okay.
Even though I hate
Think he's still like holding up her cupcake.
that. And throw that thing in there. I don't know what it is, but I like it.
It's your cupcake.
Yes. It's so small. I could just eat it in one bite.
Wait.
Okay. I'll.
Like Victor's like.
Okay. Opal will just be like, oh, let me go get the food and talk to them.
All right, fine. Don't take too long though. If you do,
Yes.
I don't know if I can keep my deal.
Okay.
Okay. See you in a little bit.
Okay. See you, Kiki. Really quick.
See you, Opal.
Why is your face so red?
Why do they need
crab?
meat?
Okay, calm down. Okay. The guardian, long name. He has requested that I call him Kiki. I
Like
don't know.
a nickname.
Yes, I don't dive into it.
Especially don't dive into that name.
Okay.
It's funny. It's
Anyway, so I don't know if that's a universal rule. Don't take it. Just be the respectful type of manner. I'm talking to you, Baren.
I'm fine.
Full name until he says otherwise. So super chill, super fun. I'm a little thirsty. Anyway, he has offered a deal, as he will provide a safe passage over shell into the further progressing areas, as long as we do not touch the sacred mud, or else we will die. And we give him some meat. He did say human, and I said, let's try some other stuff. So,
I mean, why don't we give them the people that we're after?
I'm okay with that. If we can actually feed him Vance, I would be okay with it.
I think it's a future decision when we actually
I
have
actually
the
kind of like Vance. He's kind of funny.
He needs to die. Anyway.
So we're gonna provide him some meat now, and he likes the cupcake. The cupcake. First, and then once we capture those guys, sure, why not? He did mention that there's some other people, other guardians in the temple, but he has no idea how many. Yeah. So
Wait,
that's what we're guessing.
if he wants human meat, what kind of meat are we gonna give him?
Whatever Alia has, not
Alright.
all of it. Just
Steak.
Is he okay?
yeah. I said no human.
I don't remember you saying no human.
No
You don't
human.
remember saying anything because you don't understand it.
No, we
No, but we can understand Faith, and I never heard her say no human.
Oh yeah.
She just said, "What about this?" or "What about this?"
Steak. Beef. All right. Cool. Sounds like a plan.
Sure.
Raw meat. So I'll just take it right now.
Like pulls out of her bag, just like how many?
2 biggest as you have slabs of beef,
one for him, one for Pish-ba-ba.
and
gonna
the
say-
cupcake that'll just cut in half.
I don't think. Sorry. Pinky doesn't know what he said.
All right. I guess here's the 2 biggest steaks I have.
Sick.
Thank you,
Whoa,
Kiki.
that's sick. Thanks. It kind of looks out the cupcake's like that. Second choice. Dang it. So I get it. Oh, save it for later for you guys. Do your best stuff, whatever. Anyways, yeah, you just want to like throw it over here and we'll just chow down.
Yes. Pish-ba-ba, will you? I don't want to. I'm not going to touch the mud. Can you take it over?
It would be my honor.
He's coming closer.
He gives his own wink.
He does not wait. He is too determined. He takes it
Okay.
and he returns to Kiki and he's like, "You eat all of it. You deserve it." He's like, "Nah, man, nah. It's just how you say. It's cool. It's cool, dude. We've been here for a while. You're probably hungry." He's like, "Thank you. You're so generous. Being guardian is just, you're awesome. I love you." Like, okay, all right.
So we're just seeing them go at it.
Yeah, and they're just like tearing into the meat, just like chunks flying everywhere. It's like a wood chipper. You're hearing this conversation while they're eating.
All of us are hearing.
Yeah, like,
I'm really excited to see Vance in that.
Okay, I can't.
yeah, that was pretty good, but it's a little cold.
Yeah,
So thought anything more fresh. Love it.
yeah. My companion's idea of dealing with the pests is giving them to you.
Oh, that's sick.
I can't make any promises though.
That's
It's
all
an
right.
idea.
I understand. We don't have them yet.
Yeah, no promises.
If that doesn't work, I think there's like a city down ways. There's probably tons of people down there still. Just grab someone would do.
Okay, we'll see what we can do.
Okay, sounds good. All right. Let me come over there. I'll pick you all up. He like critters over there.
Okay. I'll
He
just-
kind of sticks out his legs as like little steps up.
I'll gesture to everyone and be like, "Hey, Kiki is going to provide a safe passage." One more thing, Kiki.
Yeah.
Which passage goes up?
You know, I only got this far into the thing, for sure. But if you want to go, you got east to the right. There's the stairs down. And then there's the west door. Which one you want to go? I think the east is pretty good one though.
Where do you want to go?
What?
East.
Where do y'all want to go?
Go where?
There's multiple doors, apparently.
Yeah, there's one on. So you just came through
I
one.
know, but I can't hear your side.
Yeah.
Yes, there are multiple doors. Which one would we like to take?
As you point them out.
That's not funny.
And a friend doesn't know where either of them go.
Nope. He's been in one room the whole time.
Vibe check? Can I do a vibe check?
Sure.
Okay.
An inside check on this giant hermit crab that you can't understand.
11.
Well, yeah, he seems to not know what he's doing.
Okay. East?
Wait, not know what he's doing with trying to get with Opal, or not know he's
Yes. Apparently, it's all the rage in hermit crab society to offer human flesh. It's good stuff, but apparently Opal's not buying it.
Honestly, wherever one way can, if we go down one way and it's the wrong way, can we come back and it'll take us on another one?
I assume yes.
Did you ask him?
Hey, Kiki. No.
Yeah.
Say we take the wrong way. Can we come back and receive further assistance trying another way?
Yeah, sure. Anytime for you.
What do you say, Opal?
He said yes.
No.
Her face is way too red for it to be in yes.
Insight check, Opal, real fast.
Sure.
Alright, Mouse making an insight.
Oh,
check.
it's say some of the liar.
Alright,
This is the worst part for her. It's me. She can like Faith could see me flirting with her. But then in game, Opal is getting flirted to by a giant hermit crab, which is not nice.
Mouse got an 18.
Human eating. You got an 18.
Yeah, it's trying to figure out like what's going on with Opal. She's been really weird this whole conversation.
From what you can tell, some of what the hermit crab might be saying is making her feel uncomfortable.
Opal, why do you feel uncomfortable?
Explain it
I
there.
got a 22.
22. From what you can read this a little better because you have that more feminine intuition. Yeah, you can tell that she's getting hit on and she's not having it.
I think that crab thing's like trying to make moves.
Hey, guys, zip it.
Wait. If you go on Dick Crabs, will it do that for us?
You're probably right. No, we can set you up.
You got it. Set up.
Let's just get a move on. Come on.
All right.
I agree with Baren. Okay, stop.
For once, I agree with it. All right. So
No means
I know I should agree with everything.
All right. So he takes you over to the east door first. As you get over there, he kind of like uses this big old claw, opens it, and he's like, "My lady."
Us gonna wink at our like,
All right. Well, see you guys when you kind of come down with those other guys. Best to keep them fresh. All right.
Yeah. We'll see you later.
Okay. See you soon. Hope to. What are you looking at, Pish-ba-ba?
I feel like that Pish-ba-ba guy's jealous.
My goodness.
Anyways, you find yourself in another hallway. As you look down this hallway, I'm assuming like you shut the door behind you. The walls of this corridor are also wet and slimy. The stucco covering has become saturated with water and is decomposing and sloughing off in spots on the southern wall. The wall exposing what the seams of one large stone block of one of the large stone blocks from which the structure was built. Yeah.
You might want to button.
He's coming out there like Kiki.
Man.
Yes, of course. You have like ID or license. Or anything. We just need to like in here for them, just so you know.
oh no, it's just so he can get the back in back.
Yeah.
Okay, go grab one. I'll get back and ready. Thanks.
We got
All right.
Mr. Fawcett over there.
Okay.
Stickler for the rules.
Yeah. So this, you see, like,
Which was the vacuum that was?
Ours?
Oh, ours was.
Yeah.
No, these all these
No,
are good.
all those are fine.
so
Number 2's my favorite though, so that was a good one. Number 2.
So this hallway looks like it's about 70 feet down, and then it turns again to the left. So like you guys have kind of come in, turned left, was in Kiki's room, and then you went up this way and then turned left again. On this side is where you can see like the stucco is starting to like melt off the wall. Everything in here is kind of slimy, and you can kind of see that one stone, big piece in the middle. What are you guys doing?
Opal's just gonna. All right, somebody else take the lead on this. Sounds really bad.
Okay, so we've come to another room.
It's like a hallway,
Oh,
and then
it's
it turns
right,
to the
okay.
right, and you can see like the walls are kind of slimy and wet.
Okay. I guess maybe we'll check for
Let's see.
traps real fast.
And the light is just gonna cast her dancing lights.
Okay, sounds good. Check for traps. Do an investigation check or perception check.
Why not? That's a 7.
7. Yeah. You don't notice anything out of the normal. You just like look around. Yeah, it seems like a hallway.
Okay.
30 seconds. We'll get then just touch Ben. Come back.
Come back. How long will it take?
We'll we'll be up for lunch.
Making things look good, so she's just gonna fly down the hall, I guess.
Yeah. You get to the end of the hall. You can see it turn, and what you see at the end, about 50 or so more feet ahead, looks to be stairs leading up to a collapsed way, as this way seems to be blocked.
Okay, Piggy's gonna shout out. Wait, it looks like it's a blocked. She's
Blocked.
gonna.
I was gonna say, there's like, so we have to go back in the room with
Yeah.
the crab.
Opal's just gonna be like, no.
Die a little on the
Please
inside.
make a quick investigation check just to
Sure.
see if
there's
there's
anything
anything
else.
interesting. That's all.
Definitely.
Let's use this dice.
Don't use
Oh, that's the.
Another 7.
7. Yeah, you don't see anything. It's just you think this way's blocked from the looks of it. Shows this probably at some point did go up, but it's fallen, crumbled in. So, not much you can do.
Alright, I think he's gonna fly back.
And there's no way, like, it's completely blocked. There's no way to climb up.
It's just collapsed.
Yeah.
There were stairs.
So, what you guys doing?
Well,
Going back through Kiki's place?
The only way to go.
Yeah. As you open the door, he's like, "Holy cow, that was fast!" Nice. Where's those guys at?
Unfortunately, this way is blocked by a collapsed level. Let me try the west.
Sure. All right, everyone on.
Kiki has probably became my new favorite NPC.
It's pretty awesome. All right, as you all jump onto Kiki again, right across the room, onto the other side. He lets you down on this door. As you are all getting off, hopefully you see Kiki kind of say, "So, I was wondering, like, how soon do you think you'll be back this time?"
No idea.
Oh, okay, sounds good. Just wondering.
Alia just giving thumbs up.
Joy.
No, I just
All right.
physical therapy, the exercise.
Yeah. So you guys get into this next hallway. It looks like it continues for about 50 feet and then has stairs leading downward.
Stairs leading downwards and
We go on red track checking for traps.
Yeah, we can have them check for
Yeah,
traps.
let's keep having red trap check.
I'll
check, check.
Trap, stack.
He got a natural 20.
That's like 4 for him today. God dang.
That is incredible. He is on a move. All right.
Also, I finished the wall for you. This is what the mirror looked like in the room.
Yeah. That's really close.
Yeah, this is what the mirror looked like in the room.
Is that like the? I love the. Is that like the creation world one?
Yeah, well, sort of. I think you said blood instead of lava, but lava was cooler in my head. He's rising him from the lava, or
Can we
throwing him.
post that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's post that.
You said
Can we have a T-shirt of this?
Brandon draws something cool every time, so I'm like, no, Brandon's not drawing, so I'll draw something mediocre on Microsoft Paint.
It's also mediocre. It's
Yeah.
a
I
masterpiece.
love like the picture.
I will
Can you
post
please
that.
send this into the.
Yeah, I'll send it into the Discord.
I love that.
This was the mural. This is or whatever his name is.
Yeah. All right. So this room doesn't really seem to.
another 10.
It does lead somewhere. It leads downstairs, and you see a door at the bottom of this stairway.
Head to the door.
All right. As you open up the door, you open it into a room that's wet, and the walls are covered in a slimy white buildup. There's about an inch and a half of water and mud blanketing the floor, and many overturned pedestals and pieces of broken statuary lie on the floor, partially buried by the mud. Opposite the entrance of this room is another door. Only one pedestal remains standing. In the northwest corner, on it sits a small metallic three-sided pyramid. Overhead in the shadow draped ceiling are inlaid colored tiles depicting a starry sky and forming strange patterns in the areas above the pedestals.
So can we get through there?
Definitely try.
Let's do it.
All right.
So don't touch the mud.
Are there any other? Is there any like creatures in the mud or rocks in the
You don't see anything in this room.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so if you all you see in this room is kind of the mud itself. The walls are slimy, kind of white and foamy. And there's that little pedestal on the side that has that little small pyramid. It's a three-sided pyramid, so it looks like a D4. Just sitting there. All the other ones have been broken over. But this is the only one that remains. You're just gonna go
fly to the pedestal.
Yeah.
What's on it?
It looks like it is inlaid with have etchings and symbols. From what you can tell, it looks like it's depicting scenes of what you could tell would be like moon phases, but also it looks like it's etched underneath with like lines of lightning on it as well.
And is Pinky the only one that can see that?
She flew over to it, so I mean, if everyone goes over there, they can see it.
We crossed mud.
So Pinky is kind of able to go
Yeah.
once.
Yeah, I know.
You can definitely step on the mud.
See what happens.
He did say like only this room is the sacred mud.
Yeah.
Everywhere else, it's like
Oh.
whatever.
I will.
But also have no idea if it could kill you. So, no idea.
Baren will step on the mud.
As you step on the mud,
We're all
I'll,
finished.
I'll start walking over.
he comes through the door. Hey,
Hey, Adelaide. Come here.
Sorry, I mean, yeah. Yes.
Ja?
Ja?
Kiki's rubbing up on you.
What is it?
Don't you worship like the moon god or something like that?
Yeah, bombs on it. Let's see, do I recognize any of those symbols?
Sure. Make it a religion check.
I'm sorry, but there's no books about symbols, so you don't.
Symbolism during our break, and instead I ended up cataloging my own symbols. Oh no! Well, what am I rolling for?
Religion.
Oh, 15.
15?
It might be 16.
With a 15, what you can tell that this little statuette is depicting, it looks like at some point it was depicting some sort of god of thunder in his various forms. As like you can see like a storm cloud bringing life to like crops on one side, and then on another side you can see what looks to be like a devastating tsunami, or not tsunami, my bad. A devastating typhoon, hurricane, destroying a small, like a entire coastal line. And then on the other side, you can see what looks to be like a bolt of lightning striking an individual. Like two, it's like a bolt lightning separating and striking two individuals. One that just stabbed the other one. And then on top of that, inlaid is on each side is like the etching of a moon, very similar to the one that you found back in the temple of like when you went through the town of servitude on the helmets. It's that symbol of the moon again. Very crude one to the similar symbol that you use now.
This story doesn't look like anything that I've seen in like folklore or scripture or.
From what you can tell, that this is, it's on the last scene on the bottom of it depicts like almost like celestial, like the one god, the one of like one holding like a lightning bolt has a snake head, and like you can see like his like mouth's open, and you can see like rain is dripping out of his mouth down, and then another god who looks to be have like the head of a wolf, and they're both like locked in like almost like a grapple match. Both like the snake is biting the wolf's leg, but the wolf has like the other one in like a chokehold. And
So is this like similar to folklore? Like,
Um,
like oh, I know this. Or is
make a
this
history
unique?
check.
It's
You
not-
can
it's
definitely
like something that's like recognize them as like, oh, I could maybe pin to who those are.
Yeah.
And maybe history is 14.
14. You don't really necessarily place this anywhere. Though you do know when the Praxim happened and the usurper gods were cast basically out. and Yalfad became the god of protection. It was because he was leading the charge of casting out the usurpers. He was the one who was kind of the main person, and it's kind of theorized that he chose to attack some of the more powerful usurper gods first in order to lessen their strength. And that's why he sometimes is seen with some of the other other moons, as he's still kind of in that same conflict that is in way long ago. So, from what you can tell, you've never read a story that necessarily said that the lightning god, which you know to be from the usurper side, and from Ren, one of Ren's patron gods, Yoko, and your god, Yafa, you're not sure if they ever had an actual disagreement or specific sparring match, but it wouldn't be far from understanding. It's not impossible for that to be the case.
Well, what do you make of this?
The story. It's not one that would disagree with our current knowledge of the gods.
You think that the silver triangle would probably be worth about 5 gold pieces. Maybe to someone who's actually interested in pre-Praxum history might value it a little bit more. But for you and your kind of cultural hors d'oeuvres, you could see that this just being sold in someone's shop as like a thing to ward off evil spirits or something like that.
If this is of interest to you, you could take it and ask for someone to take a closer look at it.
Don't really care for it. I just thought you'd find it interesting. But...
I believe instead of taking anything, it's just going to maybe. Again, she's not an artist, so record kind of the context of that object in
You could take your paper and take a piece of charcoal and do a rubbing of it. So
Is
you
her notebook's
oh,
that gonna work?
Multiple pages.
give
Give me a second.
Is that the only thing that's in the room?
Only thing in the room really that you could see. You did see little other what looked to be statuettes, maybe and other pillars of things that had stuff on them. This is the only one that's still standing.
But just another dead end after that.
No, there's a door
Oh.
on the other side of the other door.
I'll move my way towards the door.
As you open up the door, you find yourself into another hallway. From this hallway, you can see what looks to be a little stream running through the center of it, between kind of the mud, starting to leak liquid into this room that you're in right now.
So what's going up?
Yeah, it's kind of a slowly inclining.
Yep. Hey, come check this out, guys.
Okay.
You guys kind of come your way through this hallway. You come around another turn. This one turns to the right about 15 feet down. You see down this hallway is another set of doors on the far side, and in the middle of the hallway is a statue standing erect. He looks like his arms are outstretched holding a plate. You can see that he has kind of more of that eagle style helmet as one of those priests, and you can see that it looks like he has a sword sheath on his back. The sword, the whole thing looks like it's made out of stone, except the sword itself. You can also see that his eyes look like they're made out of jade as you kind of approach it. But one of them is hanging loosely out, dislodged from the actual eye socket and resting on the cheek of this statue.
So I imagine we all probably at least get close to that.
Yeah. As Rain kind of looks over with his natural 20, he doesn't see that it's necessarily trapped as in booby traps, but he notices that it looks like if he stood on top of that platform and we're going to grab the stuff, the platform would be counterbalanced and it would tip over.
And there's just another door.
You said that the jade, one of the eyes had popped out.
Yeah, one of the eyes was like resting down. It looks like it's all made out of stone, except for the two eyes and the sword itself.
Say, you can just fly up there and
No,
grab him.
Big is gonna grab at least the one that fell.
As you grab it, you take it.
You said they were jade.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
they look like they're probably. Oh, it's not jade. It's polished obsidian. My bad.
Same dip.
Yeah, it's a precious stone. It looks nice. You'd assume that each of these would probably be worth 10 gold. You want to try prying out the other one?
Yes.
You're just looting the place at this point.
We want to be respectful and honor this place. And also take
Each is
stuff.
worth 10 gold.
Each is worth, so that'd be 20 gold once you sell
putting
them.
it in a museum. So future generations.
I'm
can
probably
see it.
just gonna try and open the door while they're now looking at the statue.
Okay.
I think he's the one.
Yeah.
the one looting the place.
You see that
It's good reason too.
Yeah, open
you see that this door that you're about to open is made out of bronze that looks like it's been tinted blue from oxidation. Just so you know. Are you trying to grab the sword as well?
How big is it?
It's like a long sword.
It could be
How
a
many
movie sword.
feet tall?
It's about it's taller than you are, but swords are only usually it's gonna be heavy for you, but you could probably try to pull it out.
Anybody want a sword?
Check to see if it's cursed, Baren.
Why me?
Can Kiki
If
make
you
an
got
arcana?
a problem with cursed things.
Yes, Kiki would like to make an arcana check.
Sure.
I have a decent arcana.
Yeah, roll
Plus one. Nice.
You said you want to lie and look at it too.
That's an 18.
18. So it doesn't from what you can tell, it doesn't seem to be cursed, but it does seem to be magical.
Ooh, okay.
Good thing I like
Yeah,
to look at
Kiki's
it.
gonna. Oh, let me get it.
Make it a strength check.
That's a nat 20.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh.
It actually easily pulls out of the statue, and with not standing on it, you're not worrying about pulling it. You're able to start flapping the other wings, and it slowly slides out. The sword itself comes pretty easily, and you notice that it is not like you saw the hilt on it. It's different style. As you pull it out, it's a different style of sword than you're used to. It's actually made out of laminated wood, inserted with jagged teeth of obsidian along the blade.
That's pretty sick.
That was pretty sick.
As you pull it out, you can feel that it seems to be imbued with some sort of magic.
But definitely too big for little Pinky.
Is that a long sword, great sword, short sword?
It is a long sword.
I'm gonna say Ben might want it.
Who wants it? That's too big for me.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I
right.
could roll for it.
Ren could take it.
Yeah.
I could take it. You could take it. You could take it.
Moss.
Anyways.
Don't
This one just doesn't fit Adelaide's vibe. Yeah, because it's like like one of the ancient Aztec swords where it's like the jagged stones in
Yeah.
it.
So cool.
It's kind of cool.
This looks like this would be a great sword for someone that owns his own style.
Honestly,
Roll
probably
for
fits Ren's vibe the best. If we're just going off of vibes,
Ren or Moss, I feel like.
it would fit Moss though.
Moss can Moss use a longsword? I don't think so.
Has Ren gotten a magical item yet?
Yes, he's gotten the
The javelin.
The javelin.
Yeah, that's one of my-
Or,
Wait, does everybody?
Put it in a bag.
You're getting one here.
I can take it. I don't.
You're getting one here in a
It's
second.
not my
Now that
favorite
I've
weapon
actually
to use,
remembered.
but
Yeah.
What?
if we feel like it help.
Yeah, and if Ren, once he's actually here, has a strong opinion.
is it, yeah, I can use long swords.
You can use longswords?
Magic.
That's all I know. I'm not very good at them.
Hey Pinky, by the way,
I
I've never used this before.
You
Do
want that?
Yeah, if no one else is gonna take it,
Yeah, that would actually work really well for you.
This could be really cool, actually.
It is a clockwork amulet. I've never used it once. I've had it since forever.
So basically, what it does is rather than rolling for once per like long rest, you can just take a 10 and plus your modifier.
Oh, wait, so that's one more time.
So I think it's like once per short rest or something like that.
This copper amulet contains an interlocking gears, yada yada yada. When you make an attack roll wearing the amulet, you can forego rolling the d20 to get a 10 on the die. Once used, this property can't be used again until the next one.
So instead of having to roll, you just take a 10 plus your modifier.
Plus your modifiers.
Okay.
So it's like if you know a 16 will hit and you have a +6, you take the 10 and you're good. You don't have to worry about hitting.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I say, Elias never used it before.
So are you taking the longsword? Will you use it?
Yeah, the daggers have been nice, but it might be nice to hit with something with a little bit more of a pop.
Yeah. So as you grab it, it kind of, because it's magical, it kind of shrinks down to be more your size. It's about going from a long sword for a normal person to a short sword for a normal person, but for you, it's like a long sword.
Nice.
I imagine like the scabbard kind of comes with it, because it's cool. You put it on your back. The jagged obsidian reminds you of your obsidian knives that you already use.
Yes.
Is anyone going to do detect
said it
magic
was
on this
once
weapon,
per-
or do you want to kind of figure out what it does as you
Long
go?
rest that I can
Let's
use.
someone
It's
detect
once a day.
magic. Can you detect magic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It resets at dawn.
Detect magic.
Well, you just got to be cautious of my spells as well.
Detect magic shouldn't take any spells because it's a ritual.
So then my other one wouldn't take any spells.
No,
either.
your comprehend languages didn't take a spell.
Okay, fine. I will detect it. Give me 10 minutes.
10-minute break.
Can she do it while she walks?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you right now, just so you know. It's a +1 longsword.
Cool.
And it also has the ability to deal 2d6 extra damage to any creature that is the plant type.
Ooh,
Is it?
Hmm?
Is it only on attack rolls?
Only on attack.
Longswords are strength weapons, aren't they?
I believe longswords you can use dexterity.
I don't think so.
No, they're not finesse.
They're not finesse.
Ooh.
Would you like to make it finesse?
We make it finesse.
Sure. Yes. It'll be a rapier instead of a longsword, technically. But
Yes. Aztec rapier.
Whoa. Anyways.
Sorry.
All right. This room, as you open it up, Baren, just inside the doorway are two small alcoves to either side. Each space contains an old fountain cracked and crusted with lime. Around the fountain, in the eastern alcove, to your right, a heap of rubbish litters the floor. The fountain to the west alcove holds some green, gummy water in which something moves. A short hall ending in the descending steps to the center chamber, which is flooded. A dark, foul pool covers the entire floor, and a central hall flanked by narrow a center hall flanked by narrow aisles, defined by 2 rows of massive square columns along the sides. The walls are coated with slime, and there are glowing silver lines etched across them. From what you can see, the chamber walls, the stone appears to be crudely worked. 2 corroded bronze braziers stand in the floor toward the middle of the room, and 2 broken urns, each apparently once about 4 feet tall, poke up out of the water. In the darkness of the eastern wall appears to be an enormous growth of overall greenish hue that gives off the same silvery gleam as the slime trails.
Does the glowy whatever bits look like a language or just trails of slime?
Let me read them.
I can use my new Aztec sword.
Oh yeah, if it's a plant thing, that'll be work really well, won't it?
Yeah, it would. Moss finally becomes the MVP of combat. Wait a second. I'm a plant.
That's the most like information I think we've gotten out of
Yep.
Moss in the entire campaign.
Moss is just talking to himself. Wow, I really could. I'm a plant.
Oh.
Moss just like pokes
But
the
the
sword.
dudes, you're a death walker. The three dudes.
Guy was drunk.
It was a tree.
Tree was drunk.
Are
Okay.
you a dead plant?
Probably was doing shrooms. Deathwalker, he probably meant that's close to death. Than both of them.
Wouldn't you just be an old walker then?
Yeah.
Sorry.
You know, tomato. I think just a miscommunication probably from the tree.
Yeah, you know, while we're on this great adventure, yeah, why don't we learn more about you, Moss? 'Cause some things,
I'm gonna open book last I checked.
with some blocks in the middle and sealed pages, I think.
What do you want to know?
What are you?
I'm your friend.
I want to be better
Yeah.
friends.
What do you mean? What am I?
Are you, are you a vampire? Are you a tailor?
Hello.
Are you a robot?
I want to be better friends in a while.
That's the one who's the most mysterious one here.
Ah,
How am I the most mysterious one here?
You're a robot.
I didn't even know that was a robot.
All right. I'd like
to be honest with
I'd like you guys to do someone to do a perception check.
Not me, said I.
Anybody?
Moss can do it. Unless someone else is already playing it.
Dory's doing it.
Is it a lady?
Somebody else. did.
You're old Dory.
Moss doesn't have to do it. It's not like he got an 11 or anything. But Moss doesn't have to.
You would notice that there looks to be on the other side, like kind of right above where you guys are at, because you're like just kind of coming into this short hallway and you see the two alcoves to the sides. Above the stairs down to like kind of this main chamber, there looks to be some sort of language written on it. And you can read it.
Moss sort of at the language.
As you look at it, Opal, it says the Lord of the Snails.
So
There was a snail in the. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just say Kiki.
That's just what it says on above it.
I mean, he's not a snail. He was a crustacean.
Right.
I'm assuming you're sharing that information with us.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a snail in one of the depictions?
Don't remember. I actually don't remember.
Sorry, I'm having flashbacks to a different campaign.
Hmm.
Where there was a modified Tarrasque that looked like a snail and was slowly creeping towards where we went.
That's terrifying.
There was a snail one. It was like one of the last ones on the other side.
Someone was happening.
Something was happening with the snail.
Anyways.
I mean, we can always turn around, but
Not forward.
Right. Kiki is going to yell out into the room and say, Mr. King of Snails!
As you yell that out, you all see that phosphorescent, what you think would be like some algae that reminds you of kind of the streaks in the water. It shudders, undulates, and it kind of rears up, and you can see what looks to be a giant slug that's phosphorescent. As it looks towards all you can hear is
Do I understand it?
you hear, yeah.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
As Opal, you hear, what the heck? You guys coming to the Lord of the Snails' house? I cannot deal with this. What did I tell Kiki? Freak! Alright. And with that, he's like, alright, cracks knuckles. I hope you all are ready for this, because you're about to go down. Everyone, roll.
Opal's just gonna immediately be like,
Nope, no.
my
I
name
am-
is Opal. I spoke with Kiki. I apologize. It is.
He's like coming for you. Roll initiative.
I'm just gonna walk around him.
He's actually pretty quick. Yeah, roll initiative. He's moving. As he yells, you know, it's futile to fight me. I am the Lord of the Snails, one of their gods. You cannot stop me.
Lord of the Snails, I spoke with Kiki, please.
But he's not a snail. He's a slug.
Oh no.
She's dating Kiki. We don't want to kill Kiki's dude.
Hey, would anyone want some sparkling apple cider?
Yes.
I'm okay.
You got one person?
I'll take some.
Like if it shows up in my hand, I will
Take
drink
some
it.
too, Jason has it.
Yeah. All right.
I
Okay.
don't become one with the couch.
I need
This couch is so easy. to
I need rolls. I need rolls. I need rolls. Roll initiative.
Eliza 14.
Huh?
Eliza 14.
Oh, I should ask. 25 to 20. 20 to 15.
17.
16.
All right. 15 to 10.
11.
They all speak the same language, from what I know. So I
Oh,
don't
you're
have
still
to-
using program language.
10 to 5.
Oh yeah. Oh, yes.
9.
And I got a 5.
You got 5.
You what?
Did you bite it?
Like honey chicken.
All right.
Yeah, this
Hey.
would work. Well, it's because you burned your tongue earlier this morning.
Oh yeah. I'll sit here like having a big.
All right.
Wow.
Okay. First up, Kiki, you're up. As you kind of start moving, getting ready for combat and action. The room that you see here, it's flooded partially. This area, you see Slug kind of sitting on the other side on Sarah, kind of guarding the next door forward. As you kind of stand there, he says, "You've just ran into Teku Z's Take Hotel."
Take Uzi's, take hotel.
Does Thingy understand any of that?
Man,
not
really hard again.
I do that. I do it just like he's just as cocky and stupid as the other one. I don't say that.
I mean, they do think
He's got 6 syllables.
We got
He's
6.
pretty important. Anyways, with that, what would you like to do?
Yeah, so he's really obviously gonna come after us, right?
Yeah, he's like he's starting to undulate.
He's
Over
a
to
beast,
you.
right?
You can try.
Cool. How far away is he?
That should
Just want to
be
make
good
sure
sounds, that
everything's in
first
range for everything.
He might just eat you.
Thank
How
you.
far away is he, Chase?
Juicy.
70 feet away
70 feet away. Okay. Out of range of all my spells. Are there
from here. You can fly.
I know. Are there places to hide?
You see what looks to be 8 pillars kind of running along the sides of this larger
Okay.
chamber.
This is
So there-
right that earlier.
I had to look in
Yeah.
the screen.
Okay, great. Cool. Picky would like to fly within 60 feet.
Okay.
Shoot at him.
Get to your first pillar, and it's not too hard to.
Okay. We're gonna
So good.
get a short bow. Here we go. Okay. That is a 23.
That will hit.
For 9 points of damage.
And that is piercing, right?
Yes. And then I am going to hide.
Alright.
Behind that pillar.
All right. Make a hide check.
My stealth check. That is a 25.
Okay. With that, he goes, "Bang! I just have you know that didn't hurt that bad." Okay. Next up is Opal. Your turn.
It's always good.
And only Opal can hear that. We hear.
As it's like kind of crawling towards you.
We gotta bring it down. Kill it, kill it, kill it.
Opal's gonna say his name.
Oh, do you remember his name?
So deep.
D's hotel.
Wait, D's?
I'm
Starts
trying
with
to remember-
D's?
No,
Jeez.
it doesn't.
I said it.
It's not even close. I don't even know. I had like a hint. And I don't remember.
I remember that.
Oh, look at me. If you don't know his name, you don't know his name.
When you said it.
I know you said it when I said it, but can you say it now?
Cortel. The end is Cortel. I promise.
I can't give this.
History check.
Lord of the Snails.
If you want, you know,
I want to say his real name so I can pay attention.
you can do a check that would be your action. But you can't say soft. That would just be your action.
I just want to talk about them.
Okay. What was I saying?
I'll say his real name.
You can't, because you don't know it.
Or what he's saying is if you use a history check, you can't get like a dash action.
Okay, but you want to do that. So make a history check to try and get the name.
What is it? But it's sir?
Yeah, it's
So,
almost there right now.
check to remember name from 5 seconds ago.
Yes, this is important.
Oh my head.
Don't roll on that one, please. It would be funny though.
Kyle cursed
That
it.
one.
Oh my
Kyle's.
The Lord of the Snail rules.
Oh, your fault, Kyle.
That's pretty funny though.
Alright, okay. Anyway,
Wrong name.
I'm not going to say a name if I
You know
don't
what starts with
remember
a
it.
T?
What?
You know it has 6 syllables and starts with a T.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tasty.
I remember what it is. I can read it right here.
Yeah, we can read it. Okay,
Jason,
all right.
history check.
I'll just say really loud, also getting suited up, glowing, whatever. Yeah. Just saying, hey, Lord of the Snails, you want to be better than Kiki?
It's like, I already am.
Think so.
I don't like your tone.
Well, if you want to be better, why don't you let us through?
All right.
Why don't we bring you human flesh?
Oh, shit, sir.
Should have started with human flesh.
Did you
It's
say
still-
human flesh?
You've already used your turn.
No, I didn't.
You made a history check.
You still have
Kyle
some
screwed
movement.
it up.
She's not
Anyway.
wrong.
So, with that,
What's
as you're
his
trying
name?
to talk to him,
What's his name?
it's the next turn. He's like,
Thank you, do idiot.
Alia, it's your turn.
You should just start
His turn?
shouting random names on your
All
turn.
right.
Tiki Taki Tuki.
Oh,
T-
Elias getting cast. Chaos Bolt.
Do I have salt? Anybody have salt? You have salt.
I probably do have salt.
Rude.
That's actually not a bad idea.
It's not. Wait, we're using our knowledge as people on the Earthfall realm. Do we know if salt affects snails in the realm that we're in?
I'm sure
I'm imagining we know.
little boys.
It
have
doesn't matter.
salt
Well,
on
let's just keep going.
I can do it. She wants, but I'm still.
Should I throw?
Salt.
Should I throw? Should I do?
Deer
spell?
spell.
It's still like 70 feet away from you.
Yeah, deer spell.
I know 124 range.
Yeah, I mean, like for yourself.
Yeah, not for assault.
Oh. Yeah.
You see, like, you have,
70 foot range of salt.
eh,
Don't you have catapults? Is that it?
13.
13.
Isn't that
It is a spell. I
Capital
don't know
is
if
a
he
spell.
has it though.
13 for a chaos bolt.
Yeah.
That one just hits.
Oh.
7 and 6. This is going to be psychic damage.
Oh wow.
And then I got a roll 2d6, so
Do you
13
have salt damage?
plus. Ooh, that's not great. 13 plus 4, 17 points of damage.
17 points of
so not great?
Ouch.
Actually, 9.
The one bad thing about running all this is, oh my gosh, dang it, 17 so low.
I know, dude.
And hitting our like 30, you know.
Getting hit for like 30. Yeah. Or when we fight each other and we're doing like 15 to 60 points of damage per turn.
Anyways, sorry to sidetrack.
With that, the Lord of the Snails goes, you know, I knew someone who once cast spells and then I ate their face. Does
he do that with his
yeah.
tongue?
Yeah, that doesn't translate over very well. All it translates to is. It's the same either way. It's actually cross. It translates really well as the same thing. Next up, Moss.
Okay. Moss is actually going to cast Fairy Fire on him.
Okay.
Because he's assuming he sucks at deck save, so he needs to make a deck save.
He got 3.
He fails miserably.
He glows.
He glows pretty.
He says to you, "I already glowed. What's the point?"
But now,
So
we,
shiny.
all of us, get advantage on him.
Shiny.
Moss is then gonna bonus action. I thought I had a good bonus action thing. So once again.
Bonus action.
Oh no, I'm thinking of something else. No.
All right.
Moss is then going to
Listen to the tasty bubbly.
do nothing and just walk away from the party. So he doesn't have bonus action, right?
All right. With that,
Pinky feelings
it's
over here.
Baron's turn.
Has the slug already gone?
No.
It's still 70 feet away. So far,
You gonna run up?
I could run 30 feet and then.
Isn't there water? Isn't it flooded?
Is there water? Is it
Yeah.
flooded?
It's flooded. It looks like it's only like 3 feet deep. 3, like it's
Is
like
that difficult terrain at
difficult
all?
terrain.
Oh, so we're moving at like half speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's enough to drown Pinky.
Isn't there? Did you say that there's sides though that are not in water?
No, it's all in water. There's just pillars that kind of line the.
Okay.
There's like kind of like a middle part, and there's like side parts that you could walk. Everything's flooded with water.
So if I ran up 30 feet, that would only put me 15 feet up. It's difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Has no one moved up?
Pinky's moved up.
You moved. Oh, but you can. Okay. Well, I really can't get into range, so yeah, I will just use my action to dash, and I'll move to 30 feet.
Yeah. So you're about midway through the room. You're kind of sitting by these this large like 4-foot urns.
I'm still 40 feet away from him,
Yeah.
I can't really. Yeah, and it's not worth using my my thing. I'm just gonna make sure I have my a dagger and my whip out. I'm prepped and ready.
Yeah. All right. It is Adelaide, your turn.
I'm going to cast guiding bolt. So I guess I'll roll the hit.
You'll roll with advantage. He is very fired.
Excellent. Fire?
Very
fired.
Oh,
I mean, we could.
He is fired.
You're all fired. 19.
19.
Right hit.
That does hit.
Plus whatever else.
Hey. Wait. Wait. Hold on. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna.
After he goes again, I'm gonna go use the restroom upstairs.
He takes 10 points of damage, radiant damage, and the next attack roll made against the target before the end of your next turn has advantage. You get double advantage, or does that stack, or
No.
just get advantage?
It's just still advantage. So if anything happened to Pilesing before then.
Oh, sweetheart.
I hit my head.
Oh no!
I thought that was Hayes upstairs. I was like, ooh.
No,
He does make those noises though, but usually that's him with his feet going like this. Dolphin kicks.
So cute.
It's actually funny.
Anyways.
All right.
All right, who's next?
So how much damage did you do?
10.
10.
Guiding bolts. It's a good spell.
As you hit him, he goes, "Oh, once I get over there, I'm really gonna make you guys hurt.
It's over.
It's over." He's going to now. It's finally his turn. He's going to slither into the water
Oh no.
and he's gonna start coming towards you, Baren. Once he's about he's gonna go about 10 feet until he's about 30 feet away from you, and he's gonna rear up out of the water, and he's gonna say, "Take this!" All you hear is as it spits acid towards you.
Oh, here we go.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. Okay, that's fine. 15.
15. All right. You will take half damage. It's 18 points of damage. So not
9.
Oh,
as this
Still,
jump out
18 though.
hits your arm and starts burning.
I'm gonna make you pay for that little slug.
After you say that, he's going to say, "I hope that tastes good," and he's going to start climbing up the
Are you kidding me?
first pillar and just slurping up it on the back side, so that way he's kind of hidden with like 3/4 cover, heading towards the ceiling, about midway up it. With that, Kiki, it's your turn again.
My turn again?
Yeah.
Not be able to get him.
And you have advantage.
He's about 20 feet off the bottom floor now, so he's pretty high up too.
So you get all them sneak attacks.
So I have advantage, right? Or is it
You
negated
can't-
by
you can't see him from where you're at because he's behind a pillar and you're behind this pillar, so you're gonna have to move out of your spot.
Right, but I will still have advantage.
Yeah, just what was your stealth check again?
Well, you have advantage
Or
regardless from the fairy.
was-
Yeah, you still have advantage,
You have advantage from the
so
fairy.
you'll still be able to get your sneak attack because of advantage.
Right.
Even if you
Yes. That's what I was asking.
Yeah, you're good.
Just wasn't sure if me having to move as well as him being partial cover.
You're good. You're good.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go. Advantage. I'm gonna move out.
Move 30 feet to where you can finally get him. He's still in 3/4 cover, so he has a better AC than he usually would. But you
Okay.
have advantage.
I have advantage. Here we go. Okay. That is a 22 to hit.
That will still hit. That will hit.
Hooray. Sneak attack. How many Ds? What? Sorry, I need more dice.
You think you have a couple more in there?
Bring them all, because what if
Thing we're not running out anytime soon.
Yeah, but hold on. You did 6 on my head for sneak attack. I don't think I updated that. It's 4. I don't think it's 4.
Right now, I think it's 3.
That's what I'm thinking.
I can look up if you want
I'm,
me to.
I'm looking it up. Let's see.
See who's faster.
Let's see. 4th level. Oh, it's only 2d6. What? 4th level is 2d6.
Yeah, still 2d6.
Dang, I did update it. Here we go. Okay,
Next level, it's 3 though.
12 points of damage. Wait,
Well.
nope, sorry. 16 points of damage.
That's fetch.
How much? 16?
16.
God,
That's
awesome.
One up.
As you say, you hit him, and he's like, "Oh." Okay. I see that you guys are pretty serious at this. Okay. All right. All right. Okay.
And the piggy's going to
But the
hide.
best is only Opal's hearing this.
I know.
Opal's all getting mad. He's like,
All right, and not 20 to hide.
Okay. Awesome. Opal, it's your turn again.
Opal's
Okay,
just
so a
gonna
nat 20.
shake her head like,
Did I get
oh
this?
goodness.
"You're for Opal."
Okay.
Well, seeing that he will not listen, and I forgot his name anyways. So, can I just try to chop him in half?
He is 70 feet away and 20 feet up on a wall. In cover right now. He's kind of far away. It's just chopped.
Maybe I'll ask now. Lord of Snails, you think you're so tough now?
Look, I'm trying, okay?
You could just be nice and let us through, and we'll even give you a human sacrifice. You don't give up?
As you say that, kind of like pokes his little, like, what's the word? The pseudopod like head kind of around the corner and says, "Human sacrifice? I haven't had one in so long."
So
Yeah, you want to come down? Come down?
So wait, what you're saying is you guys won't kill me, and you're going to give me a sacrifice if the great Tekuzi's Take Hotel.
Take hotel. Give me a minute. Take Z's
Writing
Yeah.
Take
Take
hotel. Whatever, I'll erase it later.
He's like you can kind of hear like a little bit like the fear in his voice. So you saying that that's the case?
If you're gonna stop attacking us, I'll tell my friends to stop attacking you.
Who are you gonna sacrifice?
Your request seems dignified to one as such as my station. I think you drive a hard bargain. I would hate to spill more blood in my perfectly clean pool. As you kind of look around, it's disgusting. It's like,
Yeah.
I will
Too
promise to
Christmas-y.
call a cease and desist if you agree. If not, the full torrent and unleash of the great Lord of the Snails will be unleashed upon all of you.
I understand. Take hotel.
Close enough. Anyways,
Take cozy. But anyway, I understand.
perfect. Yeah, I honestly really appreciate that. All right.
It's not gonna kill us anymore.
I thought we were killing him.
Who's next? Who's next in the turn order?
Alia.
It'd be a lion.
Don't give up, Lion.
Well, no, yeah. Oh, I thought we were killing him.
We were, and it got him scared, so now he's stopping.
Oh, so basically, what you're telling me is he knew he was gonna lose.
Well, also I may have mentioned a human sacrifice, which would just be another way to kill Vance.
Who are we gonna sacrifice? I thought we were
Yeah,
gonna
but
get
I've already
Vance to the
promised.
trap.
We've already. I really want to see Kiki get killed by those first two guys.
Opal, I used the spell slot. These things can't be using spell slots left and right unless we're killing things.
Yeah, so we should not use any more spell spots. Right?
So you guys done?
He's asking.
Hello?
If he
He should be giving us a human sacrifice.
I don't want one.
Want it? Moss, do you want the human sacrifice?
No,
Yes,
it's
you would.
the idea. No comment. It's the idea.
It's a metaphor.
It's a metaphor.
Listen, we've been walking for days. We've been in a boat. I need to kill something.
He is sort of weak.
That is concerning, Baren.
That's how I deal with things, all right?
That's a way to deal with things. You can't just say that's how I deal with things when it's really bad. It's really bad, Baren.
So I'm coming out now.
Opal, we need a metaphoric human sacrifice out of this, or we gotta kill a slug.
I didn't actually won't give him one.
No, we need a human
Yeah, what
sacrifice.
does he want to
how
do?
about we count the sacrifice of Vance as our sacrifice? As long as I watch that guy die, I'm okay with whatever
I
we
don't
go
know.
through
We
here.
gotta get something out of it. Like maybe he tells us
Vance
to the
dead.
top.
Peggy
Is
from her high
great.
perch. But we don't actually have a human to sacrifice unless we're gonna give it Bear.
What'd she say? I don't understand.
Kinky? Tell him I'll fight him one-on-one.
She loves.
I'm ready for a fight.
I'm just gonna respond back to Tay.
One-on-one, let's go.
We all have advantages.
Take cozy. Take hotel.
One-on-one.
Yeah.
We need to sweeten the deal a little bit more.
Look,
What
I
am I?
am a god. You can't just walk over me, all right?
You're not going to.
We're gonna stroll over you.
Please, just let me get to my next turn.
Okay.
Alia, are you doing anything on your turn?
Just gonna hold my action for if anybody does anything stupid and battle commences again.
All right. Moss, is your turn. Are you doing anything?
So Moss is going to prepare a. How far away is he right now?
He is about 60 feet away. but he's hidden behind, so he's got 3/4 cover. Just so you know.
Moss is just.
But it's difficult terrain.
It is difficult terrain. So, just because I can't see the map, can Moss get to a perspective where he has a good shot at him?
Yeah, you could run. He's still going to have cover.
Yeah, but just
you can get to a position where you actually can see him.
okay. So Moss is gonna get to a position where he can see him, and he's just gonna
and then I have
hold.
it
If the
extends
fighting
so it knows
commences,
it.
he's gonna hold a produce flame.
It doesn't look like they're stopping. Did you tell them?
I did.
And what they say?
I said you gotta sweeten the deal.
Baren, it's your turn.
Baren. All right.
He's
How far away is he from me? He's 40-ish feet away plus 20.
So, yeah, he's about 30 feet to you, away from you, but then 20 feet up in the air.
If I were to move 15 feet, can I see him?
Yeah. He'll be still behind cover a little bit.
Oh, he's still behind cover?
I mean, he's on the back of a pillar. You're in front of it, approaching him.
I really want to fight him.
You can kill the next one,
No, but this one would be fun.
but this one gave up.
I know that's so
Baren is Baren. Do what Baren do.
Yeah, do Baren too.
Yeah, it will piss Opal off, but that's not new.
It's not new. All
You
right.
could give us treasure. Now that I say that, you could give us treasure.
He better tell us now, and I'm going to start running.
What is
And as I'm running, I'm going to stick my dagger into one of my pouches, and it's going to coat it in salt. Like, I'll get the dagger, like, watered up and then salt it, right? So it's nice and salty. Better tell them!
Where's the treasure?
Treasure!
I'm running, and I'm going to, if you allow this, I'll do a throw with my, like, I'll throw the dagger, but I'm going to essentially toss it up into the air, and I'll whip, like, I'll kind of do like a 360 and whip it to kind of get to spin around.
It's 9 o'clock and we haven't killed him.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
He's not hitting on me.
That's gonna be
Is that your
20 something.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you need the exact number? I rolled an 18 plus my modifier, so.
Yeah, you're good.
And I guess since
3 plus 4, unless the salt did anything.
Add another D4.
It's gonna be 8. 8 points of damage.
They're not stopping! I'm sorry, okay?
He said sorry.
I guess that trigger my Elia's reaction.
Oh.
Would that trigger your reaction?
A creature begging for their life.
We hear.
You can hear that, and I'm trying to be like, he said
You
sorry.
see this massive snail like that. Shoots
They
into
make
it.
delicacies out of you.
And we have
What are you saying?
we don't know he's suffering.
We'll see.
So Moss is gonna look at Elia and whatever Elia
Because you
does,
don't know,
Moss
does
is
that
gonna
make it
fall asleep.
safe?
But you would have heard that, like, he said sorry. Sweeten the deal. He's willing to give up.
I'll give you something, I promise. Just let me know.
He said he'll give us something.
The great god of the snails.
Lord of the snails.
What are you doing, Elia?
But he's not a snail, he's a slug.
Vortex Warp. Baron, I need a Constitution saving throw.
Was that action though? To vortex warp? I thought it was to attack.
I was just holding my action in
Or
case somebody did
something.
something. Just
I
depending
know
on the
you
situation.
could just ask Baren. I've taken my turn, but it's okay. 17 plus.
You pass. So yeah, you would feel the vortex warp, and it would fail, and Elia would just be like, I kind of feel like Elia would actually be like in the middle of casting it, and just be like, wait a second, last time that did not go well.
Oh, God.
It's like oh no, please stop.
Yeah.
So Moss is gonna see Elia cast magic. Moss doesn't know what Elia is casting. Moss is gonna throw his flame at them.
Yeah.
So I'll just make an attack roll.
Can
It's only a
I
14.
hit it with my axe back at
14
him?
will miss because
Yep.
of its cover.
Oh wait, but I do have advantage.
I know I can't, but it'd be cool if I could, just to jump in front
Nat
of
20.
Roll damage.
Not too much damage though, because it's a
it.
game.
This is sad.
It's
Murder.
like legit murder.
Look, I took
Fire
made my turn
damage.
and now I've stopped. You said to stop.
Well, I saw
We're
why
gonna
I
get
started
treasure.
casting magic, so I'm like, all right, guess we're going for it.
I said stop.
No means no.
No means no. Said
Um,
stop.
With that, Alia, it is your turn.
I'm going to. So at this moment, he's charging towards the snail.
Yeah.
He just attacked the snail. Or you're charging the snail.
I threw fire at the snake.
I attacked the snail too.
Okay.
And Opal said stop attacking because he said he would stop and give us stuff.
And then after I hit him, he said, "Okay, treasure.
Yeah, he said he'd give us something.
I'll show you the way. I just don't want to die.
Yeah.
So Adelaide will probably just be like, all right, everyone hold. Everyone hold here. I want to hear what treasure he has.
have another dagger, like I'm just kind of flipping in my hand."
All right. As you stop, it's his turn. You see him kind of like
I'm just gonna be like,
he has
talk,
like
talk to me. Come on.
okay. I have a couple things. I have a thing.
I have a thing.
As he kind of like takes his pseudopod and like reaches it and pulls out like some that's stuck to him. It's kind of slimy. And he holds it up and you can see what looks to be some sort of amulet.
Ooh.
That he has kind of dangling out with his pseudopod he's hiding. I'll give you this and I'll show you a shortcut deeper in.
Higher up.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it's higher. I don't know. I don't leave this place. They don't let me.
Yeah. Which figures because that's the same response as the others. I'm like, okay.
What are we doing, Opal?
He's giving us an amulet and providing us some inclination of how to proceed further.
What does the amulet do?
Yeah.
What does the amulet do?
What to do?
It's really
Can I see it?
I'm so sorry. That was
Tell him I want my dagger back too.
Get it back.
I'm like munching this poor snail down.
He was really
Initiated
God.
combat.
Started it, so it wasn't. You didn't start it.
Yeah.
anyway. He kind of like swings it and tosses it to Baren. It kind of lands in the water and it sinks. You grab it out. You can see it's like a monetized, like what's the word? Like where something's like engraved, but you can see on one side it like looks like a really cool. I don't know if it could be cool, but like one side looks like a snail, and on the and up above it, you can see like the words in like an etching that you can't understand. It's the same etching that you saw above the doorway as you walked in. You know it to be it's saying, "The Lord of the Snails." Yeah, it's like,
Oh, this is garbage.
what Christ possession? It's just one thing.
It's like taking a small little kid's teddy bear.
He's even crying.
This is gonna make me cry.
Snails on it.
Tell him I need my dagger back and I'll stop.
Here, we'll get your dagger back.
What needs to happen? Please.
Okay, everyone, please stop attacking him.
Start attacking him.
Stop.
Okay. What do you want? What do you want from me?
We just want to progress to the next door up,
Okay.
And I want my dagger.
and this dagger.
And some escargot.
That's gonna hurt. No.
What? What if we heal you? We heal you, taking it back. How about that? I'll heal you. Heal you.
Oh, it sounds like you're losing the argument. Should we start hitting again?
No. I'll heal.
Why are you raising your voice?
Okay. My comrades, please progress to the next door.
I don't want them to come close.
Go around.
I'll hide over here.
Okay.
They promise not to kick me.
He's sneaking around to try and retrieve the dagger.
The dagger's inside.
Oh, inside of him. He's just like,
Yeah.
I'm
never mind.
the
Shouldn't
back.
go in there.
Okay, y'all.
Go through the door. It's not trapped. I promise. I promise it's not. Please.
Okay. Can I see the dagger? I'm not gonna pull it.
Okay, he like kind of starts inching towards you eventually. We're out of combat by the way now. Okay. Unless you start being
I know.
Please
You got this Aztec
so
razor.
sad. He's not a plant.
Close enough.
do you all go towards the other door area?
No.
Yeah.
No. I'm waiting.
Very well hidden. She will remain near Opal in case.
I know that this thing is beaten and bruised. We've poured salt on it.
He's like, salt in the wound.
Like, this isn't even fun for Baren anymore. It's not a challenge. He's like, whatever.
I love how he's like the Lord of the Snails, but he just got the amulet. He's like, that's me. He's just a slug, but he's like, that's me.
He's not a snail.
It's I feel bad because it's literally it is his one thing.
Yeah.
It's like his only thing.
You still have it there in them?
I've tried
Let's still have it for a second. Let's see what I get.
Give it back.
No, we don't know what's going on. Only Opal knows what's going on.
I'm telling you to go that way.
With the pendant, we're just gonna take his thing.
Because we don't know
I
it's only possession.
Well, I can't fix that deal. That's up with Baren because he threw it to Baren.
I guess we're keeping this.
Dang.
It does look pretty sick.
Moss is gonna run up to Bear and be like, what is it?
You do think if
Can I
you
see
put it on, you would be the new Lord of the Snail.
Like, flip it over, like, look at it.
Okay, like, grab it from you.
Sure.
Yeah, it smells funky.
Honestly, it's better to just leave it here and let's just get out of here.
Yeah, Moss is gonna be like, going once, going twice.
No, it's been still
I say just drop it.
Moss is gonna throw it at the snail.
Okay.
He cowers away from it, teams against the wall. Let me see how well it holds up. It does pretty good. Also,
I was thinking you were gonna say it was so covered in slime and gunk.
That's all. What are you throwing at me?
Okay.
I'm trying. It's my only thing.
Okay.
Why?
This is
Sorry, okay? I understand. I'm just.
take Tuesday. Take
Take your time.
a good down. Take a deep breath.
It's fucking deep breath.
Take a deep breath. We're leaving, and we're gonna let you keep your amulet.
You go.
We just need the dagger back, okay?
Okay, I'll give. If you want the dagger, I'll give you the dagger. You sure you don't want it? You promise not to kill me and then take it
Promise.
later?
Promise. I just need the dagger, and we'll leave.
He turns to one of the other ones. You promise?
He said, he said, you promise. You promise that you will not kill him, question mark?
Yeah, he looks pathetic.
Okay, help. They promise. May I please have the dagger?
Are you going to pull it out or is he going to pull it?
I'm-
You want to let him pull him out?
I'm gonna have him do it, and I'm just. Okay. We're going. Baby. Yes. Okay. We're going.
I didn't know his name was Chase.
Am I just the Lord of the Snails to you?
And next year's Christmas present, Lord of the Silver. That's an awesome Christmas present.
I'm gonna take it. I'm just gonna back away, just like we're leaving.
Okay.
Wait, oh,
What
what door?
was
He was gonna show us the way, right?
Oh,
Okay.
shortcut? That's what I can think of.
okay.
got
I'm
you.
still gonna back away, and I'm be like, can you point us to where to go?
Yeah. Okay. So in this next room, you'll see that it's just a little hall. It's gonna turn and kind of keep leading kind of that way. Instead, you'll go towards the wall, and if you come to the corner, you might have to scrape some of this slime off. There should be a little bit of a handle just kind of hidden behind some of the sledge. And you pull on that and it opens up a door. And then as you go past that, you should find another hallway. And then
Somebody
halfway
needs to go.
down there's a secret door that leads farther and hopefully up.
You're the only one.
Right on. Okay.
Hey,
Go straight.
I will let you I will let you remember this. I just wanted you to try to remember his name because that would make a difference. It's important to their culture.
You're telling me?
Dagger
And no
Opal?
one has used Pinky's name to outrank any of them yet.
Yeah, that honestly we should have put that in the
Honestly, I forgot Pinky's name was more than just Pinky.
Pinky.
I'll just wipe it.
She actually has a full list of like multiple names, but I
Put
shortened
my
it.
It's her aliases. She has a pen name.
Just a ton of pink things in nature. is
You
what
put
I
my
mean.
dog-
Really
should-
pink, just
What is the full name again?
well, the
You
full
should
name
probably
uses
tell-
Pinky's in Azalea.
But there's like a bunch of other names.
But
that-
yes, Cherry Blossom and
You should probably tell that you said it was the Lord of the Snails.
Yes.
Probably tell him to put some salt in his wounds.
No, I'm not doing that. Okay, let's go, guys.
All right. So with kind of him pointing out, it's not too hard to find these next couple of steps.
We continue.
It seems like It seems like it's.
It's 9. So you know.
so glad you liked
Are you guys good to keep going?
Let's keep
I
going.
wanna keep-
We only meet in person once a year.
So
I do need
I just have Sunday school lesson tomorrow, so I'm gonna make that a little bit.
excuse me. Thank you.
as you kind of enter into this next hallway, it's kind of a slime covered, like everything else, and there's another water trickle coming through this door. There's a lot of condensation on the walls, door, and ceiling, and some of it kind of drips down on you. A quiet sound dripping, kind of a splash through the corridor. And as you kind of come to the end, you find the little thing that he was talking about. You open it up and you find what looks to be a secret crawl space. It's not super small, but it's not crazy huge. That leads you into a new hallway. Let me see where that.
Wait, was there slime on the handle?
No, it was just covered in slime
We also have
and
milk
like
if people want
hidden
milk.
in the wall
We
to
don't
make
have
it like
cookies.
look like it was flush, like it wasn't there.
I'm just gonna start questioning if you use my handle.
It's like easy out here.
I'm all alone. No one here besides Kiki.
No, I'm not alone. No one here to be right with me. But you gotta have friends. Simple saying. There's no reason. All right. As you guys come through area,
Character Sil. Reminds me of Pinky. Oh, I don't.
Yeah, gotta say that genuinely made me sad. I don't want to kill somebody begging for their life,
And
and that
remember-
would go against.
That every monster that we have ever killed in D&D has probably had the exact same conversation and we haven't been able to hear it.
Yeah, that's true.
She's like sneaky and
Yeah.
it doesn't so remind you kind of Pinky.
Mhm.
No?
A little bit. Not as mischievous. Like Syl is more.
Syl is very mischievous.
Yeah, they're both mischievous.
I think it's more of a difference of like Syl.
They're both mischievous. Well, they're adorable. But like
That's
it's the same
that's a
brand.
little.
Syl and Kiki.
Like, oh, clearly they're different characters, but
There are similarities.
yeah, there's similarities of like
I'll agree there's similarities.
lion.
I can't put them into the same categories, but there's similarities. They're in the same genome.
I don't know what you're talking about, so I don't know if
Wait,
that's
so what's going on?
compliment or not.
Give me
but-
before.
Like mischievous flying characters that are cute. Except Syl is not as malicious.
Wait, where are you going, Opal? Okay, never mind. I was about to ask you a question.
She does it out of honor.
Yeah.
And
Alright.
Kiki's like for fun. Like
Yeah, that's like that's
I still don't know who Pinky's trying to find. It's okay.
Pinky, who are you trying to find?
Ow.
I just had a weird. I just had a
Really,
thought.
all of a sudden, like
Something
Like it was like
in
an
your
it was like an
ear.
epiphany, but like you mentioned that you're missing someone in your family. I don't know why you're laughing, Pinky. Like this is really serious.
Joke, we don't have to tackle this now. I'm just saying that you guys are like, why is
We're
Pinky
tackling
doing
it.
this?
We're
Why is
tackling it now.
She's like,
the right place to be asking me about my backstory?
hey, the last girl I
mean-
dated told her it was never the right time to ask her to propose. I mean, so anytime can be the right time.
I mean, we're just walking through walls.
Aren't we looking for a secret? Never mind.
Secret tunnel?
Secret.
you found the secret tunnel. I'm just trying to figure out what's going to be on the next side.
We're going
Kind of walking.
we are going through the
Yeah, you're walking.
So that is when we sing the secret
So
tunnel.
now, so I mean, now's like the best time to ask.
Because we're sort of down here because we're following you, Pinky, because like you're the one who's really upset about this guy.
I mean, it's pretty messed up what they're doing, but
But like it's the kids thing with the dryad kid. Like Pinky got
I still
really
don't trust those dryads. But
hey, just because they told you to kill Alia.
Didn't tell.
Command.
Successful.
yeah.
Do you have nightmares about that still, Baren?
Yes, I do it.
I mean, it happened yesterday, so.
Did you have nightmares about that, Baren?
no, not about that.
Did you have
But you have your
nightmares?
sleeps.
Just thoughts.
What are you dreaming
I don't really dream. Just kind of black and white.
Wait,
You dream in black and white?
Sometimes it's color. I don't really remember them.
interesting.
We should do stretch time.
I know. I need to get.
We're kind of taking a break right now.
Yeah, we're taking a break right now. Everyone who might be listening.
This will be a quick round, and it'll be fun too.
This is the really.
I am still down to keep role playing though as we're doing this.
Hey, let's play. It's like a commercial break with the characters do the side quests. One of the times it's like, never have I. Never have I ever.
Never have I
Never
ever killed a
killed a
party member.
Do it again.
Just back to bear.
What we're doing
It's
never
fine.
have I ever right now.
I don't know. It was
Oh, there we go. That feels good.
All right, if we are playing that game, we probably shouldn't be doing it over live stream.
Should I pause it?
Yeah, well, let's pause it. Go for a
well, how
break.
much more time do you need?
Me, I'm good to go now.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Well then,
Play at least.
I'd rather keep not to because I still want to play that, but
Yeah,
like
no, I'd rather,
Yeah,
I'd rather,
no,
I'd rather do
I'd
this.
rather D&D.
Oh.
too.
Role play. All right, back in action.
You had asked a question though, Moss. What was the question?
Doing. Thank you. Do you dream? That one.
Maybe
I don't remember what.
I asked something else, but I don't remember.
What is Chase Snyder parties?
Honestly, I feel bad that I killed Alia. I mean, but honestly, I just
Understand. But it's a kid, we can still be friends.
against Pinky. I just don't want to lose control again.
Of course, you can use it if you'd like.
Yeah, losing control is kind of scary.
I have a question for you, Baren.
What's up?
Tell me about your sister.
Oh, it's a good question.
Okay.
It's not a question, it's a statement.
What are you saying?
You texted to.
Oh, thanks to you.
Oh, I killed the party.
I mean, what do you want to know? I don't know if I'll share everything, but
Well,
Snail
I mean, you don't have to share tragedies. I just want to know about it.
Okay, I just wanted to see it.
Like,
Maybe I
what?
want the best in our both. Okay.
What is she interested in? What is, you know?
What do you think about you?
Want me to get your back real fast?
What you do?
I mean, she was the one that encouraged me to do this. So
That's a good one. Family support is important. As someone who has both gotten it and been denied it.
Well, yeah, but like, what is she interested in doing? What does she like doing?
she reads a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
What are her favorite things to read?
She's actually never told me if she has a favorite. I just every time I'm out and about, I get her a new book. She reads it.
Are you interested maybe in giving her some of my books? I have a couple of books that I like to read.
Sure.
What did it say? Didn't you say previous that she was gonna be? You had like made her or got her a key.
Oh yeah, there's a little when we had the wizard guy from the lighthouse create our rooms, I made a little reading nook for her in the room, so I gave her a key to our area.
I will have to talk to your sister.
I'd prefer if you didn't.
Oh, that's too bad. I think I'm gonna try and be your friend.
Just trying to make friends. You killed her. That's the least thing you could do.
You're never gonna live that down, Baron. Never, never.
All right, you can try and be your friend. I have to warn you though, she's worse than me.
With what?
In what regards worse? Because your worse might be everybody else's better.
She's worse than me. She's nice.
Guess you'll just have to find out for yourself. But I would ask that you stop bringing her up when we're talking to random people.
When we're not talking to random people at the moment.
No, not in the moment, but you guys have just mentioned my own family members as reasons for doing things, and I'd appreciate it if you stop.
That's fair. That's right.
Makes sense.
I apologize, Baren, if I have done that.
Fine.
Did you guys make it to the end of the
Yeah.
corridor? You find yourself kind of to a blank wall. You find another handle on this side, a lever that can be pulled.
Moss will pull the lever. Oh, no, Baron's got it.
As the wall starts rising up, revealing another secret, not another secret passage, but
Secret tunnel.
the secret tunnel that you've been going down. Inside, you find what looks to be a chest, just sitting there in the middle of everything.
He's
Roller
going
skate
to.
vibes.
Wait.
Like
That's
the-
sitting in
like-
the middle of the room.
Like you came behind it, and it's kind of right here. Like it's sitting up on a dais. There's like a door kind of point. This looks like it was some sort of maybe treasure room.
Oh.
Sitting right here.
Yeah. Moss probably hasn't dealt with any minutes, has he?
Most people probably haven't. Oh, my wife is having.
Think he's going to check the chest for traps.
Make a check.
A check.
A check.
Can we make it? Well, depending on if it is what kind of a check is it? Is it a investigation check? Not that it helps any. I rolled a 3, so it's either gonna be a 4 or a 2.
You don't
Depending on-
notice anything with
Okay.
the chest.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think he's going to see if it's locked.
It does have a latch on it.
Oh, it doesn't have a latch. Okay.
It does, and
does.
so, but you don't see any locks on it. So, just to give a little bit better understanding of what you're seeing, you're coming at this from the back, but so at the end of the corridor you see a door, but right where you guys are at, you see like you're in a small alcove with a 3-foot tall stone pedestal which rests a small silver coffer. So that's kind of what it is. It's not like a huge, massive chest, but it's like
little.
a little guy like this. 15 feet in front of the alcove, there's like a single small step up to this stone floor. And at the alcove where you guys are going to come out of is an additional 2 steps down.
Okay, well, Pinky's gonna open the chest. Just another wrong.
Okay.
Look at that. Yeah. Okay.
So Chase is not talking, which means
So
getting ready for
when you go open it up.
Yep, Pinky's opening it.
Awesome. So as you open up this chest, you find what looks to be a small figurine. It's kind of interesting. Inside the coffer is a strange copper figurine, narrow with fins looking somewhat fish-like. Written on the side of this figurine are strange runes. On the slimmer end, it's a small. On the slimmer end is a small arched square panel.
You said, where's the
The-
small little panel?
Yeah. Do you know Elvish? By chance?
I do.
What do I
For-
say? Elvish, I do know Elvish.
You see that the script runes is similar to Elvish, and it spells out the name Line Draw.
Line draw.
Yeah. And so it has like it looks kind of fish-like. On the bottom side of it has a little panel that looks like it can open up.
Pinky's going to again check for anything nefarious in the
You notice that it seems like the panel could be opened up.
right, but
Um,
does it look like
make a investigation check with it.
better do better? Okay, that is investigation. Should know what this is. That's a 12.
12. Yeah. You don't see anything necessarily seem to be trapped with it. You can't give it a shake. You hear some bounce around, but it sounds more like marbles.
Pinky's gonna open it.
You open it, you see what looks to be kind of a hollow inside of it, and on one side you can see what look to be lighted colored beads.
Lighted color. What?
Yeah, like beads that kind of give like an LED light,
Oh, okay.
but like they're look more round like a bead, and they're sunken in onto like the side of this panel inside it. Kind of like in our world, this would be like a toy, and you see like kind of what looks to be electronics or something like in it, but.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Do the beads pull out? Can I take one out, or are they
As you-
just like embedded?
As you
in it?
touch it, it starts shaking, and you kind of retract your hand. The panel snaps closed, and it starts shaking. And a few seconds there, it starts hovering out of your hand. It's kind of bigger for you. It's like probably about this big,
Yeah.
and it starts just kind of. It zips up into the air, and starts kind of flying around the room. Just almost like it's circling it.
Pinky's gonna try and grab it.
Um,
She can fly.
make a dexterity check.
It's having too much fun with this thing. A dexterity check? Just
Yeah, straight.
straight dex?
Yeah.
With a proficiency?
Mhm.
With proficiency? Sorry. With or without proficiency?
With proficient. I mean,
If it's a dexterity saving throw.
it's not a saving throw. It's just a dexterity. check.
Okay. So, yeah. Okay. Well, that's a 7.
No. So you go to grab it and out of your way. You want to try again?
Yes.
Do it.
That's. I'm slightly cocked. I don't know if I can claim that nat 20.
Nat 20 plus what's your dexterity?
Plus, what is my dex? It's 4. It's plus 4.
24.
24.
With a net.
As you go to grab it, and you know, like you got it, as you're just about to reach it, it slips right out of your hands. This seems to be, if I had to put a number on how hard it is to grab this thing, say 25.
Oh my gosh.
You were like, got it, and then just slipped out of your hands. Does that frustrate you?
Yeah, yes, but I'm also thinking that Adelaide has guidance or something.
I have
Doesn't she?
guidance.
You have guidance, but I don't know if Pinky would know how to ask for that. If she would know to ask for that. She's just like, I don't know. Maybe you just see her being really frustrated flying after this.
Yeah.
I imagine like everyone else is kind of like gathering, and you're like chasing it around. It's like, get out of here. What's everyone else doing as you kind of?
Honestly, this sort of looks funny, doesn't it?
Yeah, and she's just like zipping around this room.
This actually looks funny. Moss is gonna sit there and laugh.
I think if yeah, since Pinky's saying help me, I'll chill. If she flies towards me, I'll just give her a add a girl guidance.
Atta girl. Get cast guidance on you eventually. Dragon.
This is really funny.
We just guidance too.
1d4.
1d4 extra.
And I know that because
Okay. Here we go.
so much.
Come
I've never had this so overpowered.
Okay. Dang it. Oh.
I mean, come around again.
That's still only a 20.
20, not quite.
Oh, 20.
I'll just keep casting it through the.
Okay, my
24 didn't
24
catch
didn't
it.
catch it.
She needs a 25.
If I had to put a number on it, that's the DC.
Wait, what?
There's a little. She found in the little coffer box a toy, basically, that is really hard to catch. She's trying to.
So
The snitch.
I opened it up and it pushed a little button in it and just started flying around and trying to catch it. And I had
The golden
25 to catch
snitch.
it. But are you giving me another guidance? I'm gonna keep trying until someone else helps me.
Was it Dex to catch it?
Yeah,
Like,
that doesn't catch it.
I don't think
You
I.
can-
I don't think any
Is it
Dex would
like a
catch it.
creature?
Is a construct.
Construct. Okay.
It's. I don't know if you weren't here, but it has on the side of it, edged in Elvish, the name Line Draw.
Line draw.
And it's just kind of circling this room, while also being chased by Pinky.
Wait.
Maybe Alia can speak to it.
You guys haven't entered into this room quite all the way.
Oh, not all of us have entered in. Just Pinky.
Pinky kind of entered in, opened up because you're behind it, and then there's like two steps down, and then like a continuation.
I'll move into the room.
Opal was going to try again to catch it, but then she's also going to try and command it in Elvish to stop.
Okay.
Because the inscription was in Elvish.
As you command it, it doesn't do anything.
Okay.
And what were you doing, Baren?
I'm just coming into.
Give
the
me
room.
another guidance.
Okay. As you step into the room, is anyone else going in with him?
I think I might have done it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you step in.
18.
As you guys step
22.
off of these,
26.
you catch it. As soon as you catch it, you look back as three of your friends, Opal, Baren, and Moss, you see the floor and the ceiling as they step onto the second step of the ground come together. I need you all three to do dexterity saving throws.
Oh
What about
no.
Kiki?
Piki was not. She actually was into the thing, but she never stepped on the thing because she's flying.
Did the thing that caused that?
No, I don't think it was you.
Okay.
But you caught it, right?
Yeah, I did. It's like,
13.
is it still trying to float around, or has it stopped trying to
You
float
got.
around?
It's like kind of like
Just keep it. Just
21.
15.
15.
13.
For dexterity?
You all say
Can Pinky?
that would be 9 points halved. I think we round down or we round up.
Up
I
to you.
think it was around.
I think it was a round up. So 5 points of damage for all three of you as you kind of feel yourself get buffeted by the roof and the floor kind of coming together, and you all lay prone and stuff like that.
Oh.
It seemed like the little coffer box pedestal stopped it, and the box itself got splatted and it is destroyed, sitting in a crumpled mess on that.
That box saved our life.
And the pestle that was
Is it just because we stepped on a specific tile? Is that what it was?
as you step down onto the
The
second step.
Are we past the second step now?
No, you're still on it. On the
Okay, so if we move off the second step,
Most people like to roll off the second step.
you roll onto the second step, it happens again.
no, off the second step, right?
Yeah, you roll off, you roll
Yeah.
and make it.
I also like to roll right back on it.
I want to roll. I want to keep touching it.
Okay, the
I
little
want to get
things.
closer with my dex.
Yeah, so you want to open it back up?
Pinky would like to tie a quick rope around it, tie it to her, and then try and
You
open
put a leash on it. It's like
and then try and open it up and try and get it. To
as soon as you
stop.
open it up and press the buttons again, it turns off.
Close it. She's gonna put that in the bag too.
Awesome.
It's still leashed to her.
Uh-huh.
Pinky, what was that?
I don't know, but it was really cool. Really fun. It's like a chase toy.
It's a chase toy.
Pinky doesn't know how to describe it. She doesn't.
Tori.
My turn.
I just love him.
As you guys, everyone kind of filters in here watching that second step, you find yourself kind of, as you open up the two doors, you find yourself in a hallway, one side going to the left, one side going to the right.
Did you see which way to go? I don't remember.
You did say you'd give it to Opal. I think we're past the point. No, I think we're past the point.
Yeah, you got past the secret entrance,
Oh, forget that.
and he said go. Actually, he said go through that, and then you'll find after that another secret door halfway down the next hallway.
Flip a coin.
Okay.
Moss votes left.
Oh,
I'm good for flipping a coin.
Yes, we're going left.
Who's left?
We're going left.
You guys turn left, and about it looks about maybe 30-ish feet down the hallway. There's another turn to the right, heading that direction. So it's kind of the same direction that you came out from this door with the little treasure in it. As you can walk down, turn that door, you find another door at the end of that.
Like, does it look like we're backtracking now?
No, it doesn't. It was instead of backtracking the same way, it's going further in.
Okay.
it was just kind of a.
I'll open the door.
So a massive bronze door opens into a grand chamber. The door isn't hard to open, but it's quite elegant or ornate. The place is filled with rubble and life-size statuary, much of which is broken. Standing in ranks is an army of clay statues in what must have once been an impressive array. Now half of them are fallen and crumbled. Near the door are spear wielders, perhaps 20 of them, outfitted only in scraps of leather now. At their feet lay obsidian spearheads and bits of rotten wood shafts. Behind these figures are archers. In the scattered formation, few of them remain standing. Their arrows are gone, but they hold laminated bows, dried and worm-eaten.
Yes.
Moss is asking me a question. Are you done?
Not quite.
Okay, finish up and then I'll ask you. Sorry.
Farther into the room are figures of warriors with war clubs and hand axes, wearing scraps of lacquered leather, sandals, and caps. Beyond all this, in the north end of the chamber, are a group of statues that must have been an honor guard. These warriors wear feathered robes and headdresses are armed with pitted bronze spears. Each of these figures wears a breastplate of shells. They are standing near a domed structure. The stucco dome has no apparent openings. On the east wall of the room are two carved stone columns flanking the remains of a covered sedan, sedan or litter, with statues of attendants standing nearby. I think it was meaning like a palanquin.
And everything are these are all statues or
Yeah, everything is with statues.
Okay.
So it's not, but they actually have like, it looks like they put real armor
Armor.
onto them, but it's
So
all
the-
mostly rotten
Okay.
away.
So this is where are you done? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, Moss has a question. Does Moss's cool sword look like their weapons?
The ones kind of in the back by the honor guard.
Yeah.
The ones that are the closest to that kind of dome structure in the back.
So Moss is staring at the weapon, staring at them, staring at the weapon. Kyle succeeds an intelligence check and is like, this weapon grew and shrunk in my hand. Will these weapons grow and shrunk in these people's hands? Or like,
Grow.
in short, are these really just like models or diagrams, or are these like actual?
weapons?
Wait, what?
Oh, you're suggesting that
Like, are these models?
the statues?
Yeah, like, are
all-
they dangerous? Like, I don't think he's carrying around a bunch of them.
Oh.
But like, I was just thinking, like, this grew in my hand, and I'm like, wait, they all have weapons of war. You have a civilization that's been destroyed that isn't there anymore. Just throwing it out there. I think we should be careful.
What do we see at the end of the hall?
So it's kind of like a big grand
Room.
chamber. On this side, far over there, is that dome structure. On this side, over this direction, you saw what looked to be the seat and kind of where the servants were at.
Mm-hmm.
2 stone pillars, and you see another door farther down that direction.
Should probably check out both of them.
You said all the
You've
ones.
seen like, and when you're going through that secret passageway, it looked like you were heading up a little farther. Just so you know.
Okay, so we are making our way up.
So you said the weapons were all kind of in a state of decay and disrepair?
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm gonna make my way to that
So I
level,
think Kiki needs to get herself a longbow.
to the orb thingy. Not orb thingy. What'd you call it? Like a the dome.
Yeah, I'll read it again.
I'll go towards the dome.
They're standing near a domed structure. The stucco dome has no apparent openings.
I'll just go look at it.
As you go up to it, you can see what looks to be depictions of an army like individuals, like kind of like a company of these same types of soldiers, and one standing above them, kind of higher up, with his one hand out, and he's like clutching something around his neck as he's kind of pointing.
Interesting. And this is just like a drawing, essentially. This it's just a big
Wait, this is a drum?
on this dome, it's like a depiction of something.
So actual statues on the dome is a depiction.
Okay.
So the dome is just like a picture of something that happened. And it's a solid dome.
As you tap on it, it sounds hollow.
Oh. What's it made out of?
Stucco. So kind of like, think of like a plastery, sandy material. And it doesn't seem like it'd be crazy strong.
I'll take a knife and just kind of start chiseling.
Yeah. As you start chiseling it, doesn't take you too long. You can make a little bit of a hole in it. As you do it, you kind of hear a kind of come out of the thing.
Okay. Can I see anything in it?
You shine a little bit of a light, and you can see what looks to be at this point bones.
Like a tomb.
From what you can tell, this is some sort of cairn, tomb. As you kind of look around, you see what looks to be maybe something that reflects the light.
It's probably the amulet. Okay, I'll try to
Speak with it.
I'll try and. Figure Dead is a 3rd level spell. We gotta be level 5 for that.
I couldn't probably game that hard.
I just remembered.
No. I just picked up.
I'll make an opening big enough that I can kind of go in.
Yeah, so you'll have
That's crazy.
a little while
Where you-
chipping away, but if you all kind of work together, it doesn't take too long.
I mean, I could just pick my way through or something.
Yeah.
I'll just.
I think is
I don't think.
participating in that.
Yeah, I don't think some.
Yeah. Moss doesn't want to deal with dead people right now.
As you kick it open, you find. Is anyone else kind of looking around while Baron's doing this?
He's looking around.
Moss is comparing his sword to their swords. Just
Yeah, yours is pretty sick. Theirs doesn't look magic.
For length or for what?
like magic or something like that. So I keep chase.
All right. Anyways, is it? Sorry. Did anyone say that they were checking around the thing?
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys walk around, you see
I'm sure
another.
that I'm not just like watching Baren, so I think that I am too.
Yeah. Okay.
Go
The Baron-
see the palanquin or whatever.
You see inside looks to be 6 sets, you'd say, about 6 skeletons. From what you can tell, look worthless bones. With 6 jade bead, what looked to be some sort of like, almost like a drape that you put in front of your chest, made out entirely out of beads of jade. You think each one would be worth probably around 50 gold pieces. 6 of them.
Of the jade or of the fool?
Yeah, like the thing. There's 6 of them, and you think each of them would be worth that much.
Adelaide, I found some fashion for you.
And she kind of turns back around. You also notice what looks to be another among those. It looks to be a pendant made out of silver and turquoise. On it, you see what looks to be a symbol of like something cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just waiting for the deep floor drop.
Yeah. It's going
It's
to
coming.
be. It's coming. Yeah, I think it would actually at first you look at it and it'd be kind of hard. It almost looks like it's an interlocking chainmail, like just as a pattern. As you get closer and you look at it, it looks like maggots, all swarming each other.
Maggots? Are they living magnets? Maggots?
No, it's just like that's the etching onto it.
Oh, interesting.
And at the center of the cairn is a bronze lamp set into the stucco, like into the floor. Yeah, it looks like it would probably be worth about 15 gold pieces as well.
I'll pocket the pendant and
As you pick up the pendant, it feels magical.
Cool.
You can feel a little bit of a
tingle.
Yeah.
So like Emperor's New Groove where they're like feel the power Gronk and it's like
It's a pendant
yeah, like a pendant, like an amulet.
amulet. I'll why not? Before Adelaide gets over there, I'll put that and tuck it under my shirt.
Put it on.
You wearing a shirt?
It's the shirt.
From what you
Yeah,
can tell,
right.
it seems
You've
like
been
it would
imagining
be,
Baren
it
shirtless
would
this whole
require a
time.
tunic.
So that takes it away, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm sure you have reached there now. You see
Yeah.
dead pile of bones wearing jade.
Jade Megan armor.
Not jade.
Jade
He slipped that underneath his shirt.
just the jade thing. I found this. It might be worth like 50 gold or something.
It's like, think of like a cloth that would hang around your neck that would
Mhm.
have. It's like an apron made out of jade, and there's 6 of them.
Wait,
It looks like they used to be tied around whatever these worthless, like these bones, like whoever had been laid here.
There's 6 aprons, or we're talking 6 jade.
6 jade aprons. That would probably be worth 50 gold.
6. Why does he need 6 aprons?
Doesn't,
What's he baking?
but he just found.
I just found them.
You found 6 jade aprons.
They're all in here.
Wait,
I was gonna say.
there's 6 aprons?
Yeah.
And
Oh, why
looks to
will
be
they
about
look-
6.
Is
sets of
the
bones.
lantern still on?
No,
Okay.
it's just sitting in the middle.
You
of
need
something.
jade.
Is there anything
Rock?
in the lantern? Can I open
Like
it?
his 6 pumpkins?
The lantern's kind of like an oil lantern, like you.
Oh,
like
Okay,
that stuff.
I'll show you this.
Those are cats. Those are
like let me
Is
see.
this a jade apron like this?
that is completely made of pearls.
Yeah, some kind of like
Something like that.
I would
It's like
say more of the like.
It's longer.
And
It's
there's
just 6 different dead bodies were wearing these aprons.
Yeah.
Or one dead body was wearing 6 of them.
I would like someone to do
There's 6 dead
like
bodies.
an insight check on this site, and
So
as well as
between me and
I want Opal and Pinky, as you're kind of searching around the etchings on the outside, I'd like you to do
So who's
perception
doing
check as
insight?
well.
who's doing what?
Anyone that's inside the car and actually looking at it.
So any of us are going to.
Still comparing stuff.
Well, like the theory is that if Moss's sword could grow, maybe we could find other weapons that could grow.
I got 10 for my insight.
13.
13. From
I'm
what you
doing
can tell,
perception.
it looks like whoever was wearing these
I got a
jade
14.
aprons were probably sacrificed on top of this cairn. And it's probably not their cairn, but something else's. As you two look around, what you get?
15.
16.
You see on the backside a very similar stucco portrait of the guy up on top. This time he's a skeleton, commanding the same army.
Whoa.
Oh, so they're bringing back the Army of the Dead.
Oh,
That's what they're trying to do.
Moss is not in this
Why did they
conversation.
need the tribute?
I don't know. Sacrifices.
Wait. I think we're making a couple big leaps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like-
we can make as big as leaps as we want.
We don't know Vern's connection to this temple completely. He could be
Vern? A final part?
Vance.
Vance. Sorry. We don't know Vance's connection to this temple. It could just be like, this is where his home base is. He's using an artifact, and the temple people were bringing
He
back.
wanted us to go inside.
They were looking for something.
I know they're looking for something, but we shouldn't. We can make it a guess, but I don't think we should jump to that conclusion just yet.
I think Pinky was right in the beginning when she said
So
that they
Did
want
Baren
something
get that
in here.
understanding?
They don't want
think
to go
there's
get it. They
something
want us to go
underneath
get it.
what we're
Yes,
standing on
I
top
agree
of?
with you.
You could make that assumption from looking at, like, as Adelaide looks at this, you can tell that this was not a burial for these people, but it was a sacrifice for something else. And this is some sort of tomb.
This is sorry, what?
This whole room or just what we're standing
Yeah, what you're standing in.
The tomb.
We should take those.
The aprons.
I don't know. If I approach you, may I put my hand on one? Magic?
No.
Wait. You took that magic amulet from the Kern.
You don't know that.
I know I don't know that.
No one knows that.
Just I figured you'd want these aprons, because of your dress.
That's very kind of you. Though, out of respect for the dead, perhaps we should let them rest.
There's another dead guy over here. That's kind of important.
It's on the same car, like this cairn, this dome structure. It's the same picture from the same side, but flipped with the guy being dead on the other side.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's like he's like, from what you can assume, like one side shows him in life, and the other side shows him in death. Still doing the same. Kind of the insight that you get.
50 gold.
So there
for each
is
for 6. That's
there's
50
those,
50.
and still the bronze
lantern.
lamp in the middle. Lantern.
Gold pieces.
Lantern looks about 15 gold pieces.
We don't really need a lantern.
Oh, so Alia's gonna. If nobody's gonna take those aprons, Alia's gonna take some those aprons.
The skeleton?
I don't
The
I think you
skellies?
could carry them.
Can we put them in your bag?
This is a burial. I'll take the sketch and I'll have one made for you. I just don't know if I feel comfortable taking them from the bones of people that were sacrificed.
I mean, more than anything, I just want him to
Have clothes.
get, yeah. So I don't have to stop. So I can actually get some of my own, and I don't have to keep borrowing yours. And then
You
the
can-
ones that I borrow yours, they just get destroyed, and then I feel bad. So
Yes, Mosby is a good friend.
Give you my thought that perhaps we shouldn't take these, but I'm not going to stop you. And then I'll just go and continue looking at things.
You would assume, looking at everything in this room, it'd be if you took everything the jade things and that you probably could sell as a group for probably about 350 gold.
oh yeah, Alia's taking that. Yeah.
We're a little poor right now.
You're very poor.
Pinky, what? Very confused.
Sorry, the
About
common
this whole
people are
place.
poor.
And is that like just like the layout of it, or
No, just in the beginning there were dioramas with little people figurines in them, right? And then we come across sacred mud and guardians who are not very good at guarding. And then we come across a toy of some sorts.
Are you voicing this out loud to everyone? Like, or are you just saying these things right now?
Yeah, Pinky will be voicing these.
That's fine.
And I find a toy, and then we come to this big room with lots of statues and some sacrifices, and I just don't understand how it all fits. It doesn't make any sense. What is special about this temple?
I agree with Pinky. I have no idea what's going on.
I mean, the way that I look at it, and this is just a guess, but I think when I was talking to Adelaide, she mentioned the gods and creating or fighting before the Paraxum. So maybe this was built way back then. This is one of the first civilizations. They came. They
Didn't you say, Adelaide, that this was potentially people who worshipped the gods who were outcast? Were cast out?
What
Yeah, I
most
think
know
that's what we
people
decided.
around at this point?
Hmm.
How many steps you've
Yes.
taken?
make an intelligence check?
I mean, maybe those
Insight check.
depictions were showing like where they came from, and clearly there's gods involved in some sort of war, maybe.
So is this then
Somewhere in it.
a temple that would have been worshipped, or who that would have been a part of the gods cast out or cast?
So
It's feeling like a temple and more of a tomb.
Moss
Because
is
they've
gonna,
gotten things that that seem significant to someone.
Moss
The
is gonna-
dioramas, sorry.
Moss is gonna sorry, I'm not patient right now. Moss is gonna come up to everybody and be like, "Hey, what floor are we on?"
No idea. Haven't even counted.
Don't know.
Because what I'm a little worried about is my guess with temples. I'm not the most religious man around. Is that the most important or the most valuable thing is at the very, very top? Is my best guess. Which
Right.
could be 100% wrong. And so, if we're in this room and we're not at the very top yet, does that mean there's something even more crazy going on?
I was expecting.
I mean, we know that the people we're after, they made it to the top through the pulley systems, right?
Yeah, there's an entrance at the top.
I wonder if there
It's
might be
true.
some type of magical barrier that prevents actual damage. Because, like, I guess looking at it, looking at it from the outside, the rest of the buildings were all destroyed, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they might have been made out of wood.
They were all stone, weren't they?
Stone foundations.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Peasants don't deserve real stuff.
But if this is the only thing standing, whether it be like my understanding is the Praxum was a war between two groups of gods and their followers,
And
right?
The tree line was back about 50 feet, right?
Why, if there was and granted, this is just what I've read in books and just things that I've read, is normally when a conquering force conquers another nation or conquers another people, they try to eliminate, in a sense, they don't try to eliminate the people, but they try to eliminate, in a sense, their culture. They want to absorb them into what they are. So how is it that this temple is still standing?
I think Opal, with the talk of Praxum being tossed around and all this, maybe she would try to meditate to see if anything would come from it.
Definitely do a religion check.
It's more like a tomb than.
Well, this is mechanical.
Saw that.
I know.
It's a one. No.
Wait, you just rolled a one? Oh, light shape was a one. Maybe we'll learn that we'll on the light street.
As you
One.
as you can tell from right now, you don't notice. You try to focus on this place, and while there probably is connections to it to track some time, you aren't able to focus in on anything.
Yeah, I agree with it how it rolled, as Opal wouldn't know anything about cultures and people on that specific level impact.
She was on a different level at that.
So she wouldn't know that. Anyways.
And Pinky has no context for this human being raised in a robot.
Really. Besides
Because
what
it
you've already
predates the-
assumed. Yeah.
Okay.
Discovery.
Morton.
Kill Joy's brain, because there's something significant here, and I hate that I don't know it.
Can I kind of kick over the lamp?
Yeah.
Just kind of to give it a little ting.
Just sort of like bring us all out of our own head.
As you kick over the lamp, it cracks the stucco bottom that it was set into.
That's what I was worried about.
And the floor that you all are standing on gives way and you fall down.
Except for Pinky.
Except for Pinky.
because she's fine.
She's probably gonna follow you guys, because she don't want to be alone up here.
It's about a 20-foot fall. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw to see how well you land.
Nice, Baren.
Just to see if you land on your feet or
Nat
land prone.
20.
We still.
Stupid.
8.
Wrong thing.
What is this, Dex?
Got a 9.
So technically I got an 18.
16.
16? Okay,
Wait.
if you're above a 10, you make it.
That's so dumb. So
Wait, can I do an acrobatics to save this? No, it's a dex check. It's a dex save.
Yeah.
9.
You all take 4 points of damage as you kind of land, and some of you are like, oh! Some of the bones and dust falls onto you. In the corner of your eye, Opal, you're the one to land the best.
superhero bones, yes.
You hear kind of a soft. And it's like you kind of can hear something lick its lips, and you hear
Oh no.
oh, and this is in everyone else hears oh, haram. You hear ooh, fresh meat.
Pinky's gonna stick her head in
As-
from the top.
Yeah, okay.
Is the question: do you all want to keep going, or do you want to call it here?
It is 10.
It is 10.
It was 10. What do you guys think? This is up to you guys. I know
Um,
Tori.
We'd probably be fighting for another
I'm gonna say Faith, and also Faith
Yeah.
says she has her thing.
I have to teach Sunday school.
I'm good either way. So whatever everyone else is.
I'm good either way too.
I would like to, but I also am getting tired and I need to prepare my lesson.
What are you thinking? You're fine either way?
Whatever.
You're tired.
No, I don't mind.
Just be honest.
That's okay.
That was a good time.
I am
it's okay.
excited. I'm like, oh, this would be fun, but it's also it's
This
bad.
well,
I
okay,
should also mention though that even though you hear one voice, it's not the only sound of movement in here.
Okay,
This is
Okay.
This is
Brandon
one
might
might
want
right?
This is probably one where we're gonna want Brandon.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Or
want
like,
everybody
I
there.
hate to break this to you. We tend to make dumb decisions, like kicking over a lamp. Sorry,
That's a
sorry.
dumb decision. That was like, I'm curious if something will happen,
Yeah, maybe a dumb decision. It's just
and something did happen.
usually it's just
I was.
Bears sometimes just messes around and then we find out. And it's
What I'm
Look,
saying.
I progress the plot, people. Baren pushes things forward.
All right.
What I'm saying is that I think because we are a little bit tired, that we'll probably make some silly mistakes in combat, which could cost us dearly.
Really.
And
And so I voice we go straight.
I think it's okay if we let this. I know that we want to get this thing done this session, but I think it's not a bad thing to have this, dungeon crawl go a little longer. If you guys are,
Well, and I mean, this is I think something that Brandon would enjoy doing too.
yeah, like he would have probably really enjoyed all this.
The whole
The
yeah.
whole point.
good to re-listen to these 2 episodes.
I was gonna say I might. I will.
Good.
I'll be honest. I generally don't go back and re-listen, but
Same.
these two, I'm probably gonna go back and
Yeah.
listen.
Well, if we're stuck.
Well, Before you stop it,
Yeah.
After the comment, since it sounds like this is the kind of a wrap up, out of like kind of the sunbeam or the light beam, I imagine like one of the torches fell on the ground, and out of like the shadow, from the voice that you heard, Opal, walks a figure, gauntly death, almost as if like skin on bones, withered, eyes sunken and glowing, almost a little bit of a faint yellow, dressed in tattered, feathered armor and robes. He pulls out a sword similar to Moss's and a shield that is kind of almost oval. It says, "My name is Ayo Katan. It's good to meet you. I'm grateful for another sacrifice."
You say that in common or in the
He said that, I think he could have cast it, comprehend languages, and said that to you all.
That's cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you guys have a shield?
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
So that's all you got.
Oh my dungeon. This is gonna be good.
Dungeon.